Hello, everyone, and welcome to Project Morana, episode 17. Ooh, we've made it to 17. That means there's only 3 more left.
Oh
no! But before we get into today's episode and find out what happened, especially because I think we left off with like Ben and Laura in the room where. Or not Ben, Liam and Laura. In the room where Ben's body's supposed to be, which it is not. There's a body theft. I mean, we already know someone has stolen the innards of the body. So, yeah. Yeah. But, of course, first and foremost, we would like to thank our sponsor today. Thank you, Roll4It, for sponsoring today's episode. If you're ever curious about how we do our rolls or our character sheets, or in some of our other campaigns, we've done some API integration through Roll20. We've done some amazing maps with crazy lighting and weird animating backgrounds and stuff like that. Very, very cool stuff. Roll20 is how we do that. So if you're looking for a way to play virtually with your friends, I would highly recommend it. And of course, we do have some merch. You can check out our merch at designbyhumans.com/shop/roll4it to get access to some of those and keep yourself nice and cozy this holiday season. Or if you know someone who's a big fan, get them a little gift, a little gifty. And of course, we would just like to prepare you all that this is a horror game. There are lots of spooks. So there may be things that trigger you, and if that is the case, you are welcome to step away. We understand. And of course, we want to thank our supporter today, Jackson Decay. Thank you so much, Jackson, for supporting today's episode. If we can get some roll love in chat for Jackson, that would be super duper appreciated. If you would like to become a supporter like Jackson, you can head on over to our Patreon and become a legend tier or above. And not only do you get to words. Not only do you get to support an episode, you get to play in a privately GM'd game. And Shar is a GM in for a little bit here, which is very exciting. So you could be GM'd by Shar. And of course, there are lots of other goodies up there, like our after shows that we record after every show. We have a whole bunch of goodies. I think there might be a map after this one. There's character sheets and all kinds of goodies, background things from our other previous campaigns. There's a plethora of content over the years, so we highly recommend checking it out over there. And of course, you can become a Twitch sub if you're watching us live right now on Twitch. You can subscribe to us. You can get access to the VODs in advance as well as some emotes. And if you are watching us live, you can also make clips. You can only do this while we're live, so we really appreciate it if you do that. You can also become a YouTube member over on YouTube. And that gets you access to some of the emotes in advance. And you can also watch over on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, do all that jazz over there. It all goes to support us. And of course, if you are a YouTube member, Twitch subscriber, or Patreon supporter, you get access to our private Discord where we're certain there's going to be thoughts. I still want to hear other people's theories of what they think is happening. What happened to us in the past? I mean, soon you're about to find out. Not this episode, but maybe the next episode. Figure out, how did this group of friends that were so close together depart in such a very not friendly way? Well, while you ponder that, I'm going to head over to, or hand this over to Kelly to take us away into an adventure.
First off, I grabbed our planchette necklace.
That's actually pretty big. You said it was small. That's not that small. That's like a planchette size.
Most planchettes are about this size. Anyways.
Are they? How many planchettes do you know are that size?
Because multiple people have to touch it. And this one, it is pretty small. It's like an inch and a bit.
Look, it depends on how big your fingers are.
Margaret out here, like, really? That's a real? You think that's a real planchette? Name 5
I've got little fingers. I'm sure I can get like 7 people on that planchette right now. Just get a group of Filipinas together. We'll touch that planchette.
So, the day is Friday, January 6th, 2023. The time is 7:30 p.m. I'm waiting for the music to just decide.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I'm waiting for it to, it's pretty cheery right now.
Okay. You need me to change the music. Okay.
Yeah.
The time is 7:30 p.m. Laura, you just made it to Ben's chateau, opened the door with Liam, and found this cold, dark, open room, a beautiful living room with a sunken center to it. The walls covered in paintings and a memorial set up for Ben in the center with dark flowers wreathed around the side with a chunk of it missing and pulled to the ground. And dinging coming from your phone. Ding, 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 ding. And as you pulled it out and looked at it, you see messages from Storm popping up continuously. One thing I forgot to mention, and now you notice as in the panic of looking around the room, is that a lot of these paintings on the walls are of you all. It's Laura, Nate, Marie, Andy, all of these lovely adorned paintings showing you in almost deific poses and framed with beautiful lighting. There are other people. You see members of the community. You see shots of the mountain and the waterfalls around as well, but a very pointed focus on your group. And Liam stands sort of like stoic and surprised just outside of the sunken room as your phone continues to beep, beep, bing, bing, bing.
I think as I'm surveying, and realizing that all these pictures are of us, an alarming amount of them are, I think the dinging, since it's so constant, pulls me back in, and that, normalcy of me always checking my phone, my eyes just kind of, trail down, and I want to look at my phone.
I'm going to add something on Roll20 for you.
Okay.
Can you see it?
No. Where should
Is
I
it in
find it?
handouts?
It should be in your journal on the top, this sort of where your character sheet and stuff is.
Let me look.
I might need to make it so you can edit it as well.
Oh, I
I'll
see
give you-
it. I see
All right.
it. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Why is
Oh,
that?
wow.
Oh, no.
Okay. So can I go forward? Can I?
Oh, this is going to
Okay.
be a bit.
I see that I'm getting a ton of messages from Storm. So I slide open my phone, I pull up in the thread, and I just start reading. Just got back in LA. I missed Xmas with the Niblets, so the sis and Mark are having a catered affair in my honor in their new house. It's fucking massive. Won't beat holidays, eating bad takeout in a cramped studio, right? Next message. Hey, what's the name of that town you're going to? Lake Morana? Morana in all caps. Next message. Denton's having a party the 10th in Seattle if you get back from Lake Moron by then. Next message. This guy's got a 58 Gibson Carina Explorer and a room full of instruments he doesn't know how to play. Kate picked a winner. Next message. Must be in the backwoods of Alberta now. Don't stop for any lumberjacks or mounties. Next message. AMAB? AMAB. I found, okay.
Katie's like, I'm not young enough to know what that means.
Sent you another one.
I scroll down. Next message. Nibbling number 1 wants me to play horror games on Twitch, and I have no idea what that means. Next message. They have 300 people watching them play video games in their pajamas. Can I get a fucking time machine back to my parents' basement in the 80s? Next message, in all caps. What the fuck? They just had me play some Japanese game and I nearly shit myself. Next message. Someone in the audience recognized that moron town. Next message. Niblet is talking to them on a disco server about some family legend of that place. Next message. Are you sure this place is real? This kid's Gramps told him ghost stories to keep him away from there. I missed a phone call. Next message. Are you there already?
Sent.
Okay. I scroll down a little bit more. Next message. Hey, maybe you should stay home. This place seems sketchy, and these stories are from some convincing sources. Next message. Sam says they might be trolling, but I'm looking at a legit newspaper clipping. There is an audio message, but I can't play it.
Do you want to play it?
I would like to.
As you hit play, you hear muffled handling of the phone and the unmistakable voice of Storm. Sorry, yeah, I'm not typing all that out. I've been reading in this Discord server about Lake Morana. I think that was a typo. The nibbling has me play some fucking ghost story and hallway. I swear that fucking game was real. Anyways, one of his fans told him that Lake Morana was some cult town like 100 years ago. His grandfather was a Cree and said that nobody was supposed to go in that area. Kind of sounds like bullshit, but what if some of these backwoods people still believe it and try to sacrifice you to a temple or something? Anyways, look out for yourself. Ding.
After listening to that, it says phone call ended. Then there are 3 missed phone calls. Next message, hello, what the fuck was that? Are you okay? Next message, call me back. Then my message of I love you.
Sent.
Oh no. Next message. Okay, you're really starting to scare me now. Next message. If this is a joke, please just tell Jamie to come out of the closet. You got me. Missed phone call. Next message. Fuck. The next message is an audio one that I will play.
Okay, I don't know what the hell happened, but I could barely hear you. There was wind and screaming in the background. What the fuck is going on? If you're in that town, you need to get out right now. Fuck it, I'm coming to get you. Mark has a private jet, and I can get wheels off in maybe 2 hours. If I get there and it turns out you never even got in that place, well, I'll have a pint with some fucking cultists. Stay safe.
Next message. I'm on the plane now, so if this is some weird prank, it's too late to back down. I'll be in Edmonton in about 3 hours.
Sent.
Next message. We just landed. I'm renting a car and getting the hell up there. And then there is one last audio message that I will play.
Storm is blind. I can't see shit. I saw a lake. There might be there. No one else wrote. Fuck, some jackass parked car. Sent.
Next message. Duck vat horoscope and a bunch of the letter M's. Next message. On a Toad Pass gas station. Lots of misspellings. Next message. Can't see scrawn. Ducking smashed. Next message. I'd you get these. Nor I love you. But I'm assuming it's supposed to be 2. Next message. Do cold, Laura. Next message. Laura. With a bunch of M's on the end.
That's it.
I immediately feel panic set in that something very horrible has happened to Storm. And so just like feeling the, like when your heart's beating and you feel the blood start to flush your face, like I grab my phone, I try calling Storm.
You hear the ring. Ring. Laura. Laura.
Hello? Hello, who?
Where are you?
I'm in Lake Morana.
It's so fucking cold.
Are you okay? What is happening? What is happening?
Fucking car.
Are you walking? Are you outside right now?
No, steering wheel's got me pinned.
So you got into a car accident?
Yesterday.
Okay. Yesterday? Okay, I'm going to try to come down and find you. I have a cop car. It has a 4-wheel drive, and I'm gonna come get you right now. Why did you come? Why did you come here? This place is fucking cursed. Liam, I need to go, like, right now. I don't have time for this. I need to go.
But
I don't need to be dicked around anymore. I'm taking the car. Are you coming with me or not?
no, I have to find my dad.
We'll find your dad, who's dead, right? Your dad's dead.
Yeah.
I'm
I know that.
sorry. We need to go find someone who I care about who's very much alive right now.
You go. I'll stay here.
I will come back as soon as I can. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I hope you know I would have done anything for your father.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to do this for me now. And I run outside to the cop car.
As you run into the dark down the stairs and get to the cop car. You begin driving out of the parking spot back down the road. I'm gonna need you to roll for me. And it's gonna be hard because not only is it snowy and dark, but you are distraught. I've lost it. Drive auto on hard.
No. I took a little bit in this, but not a lot. I live in Seattle. I use a lot of public transit, so I fail very badly. 89 versus 10.
Ugh.
Are you gonna stick with it?
I don't even have enough to fix it. I'm gonna push it. I'm going to try to steel myself, like, in this storm, and, like, as I'm, like, driving and these, like, tears are welling up in my eyes, I'm realizing it's affecting my vision on top of the snow that's hitting the windshield. So I just try to, like, and try to calm myself in a way of just, like, this is more important than anything else going on right now. And that he said he loved me. And so I'm going to grab the steering wheel harder, and I'm going to try to take control of the situation.
All right. Roll again.
Still on hard?
Yep.
All right. I failed a 77 versus 10.
As you try to remember your route down the hill, or down the mountain rather, which was already questionable the first time, the headlights occasionally showing tree that you managed to swerve and barely miss, getting yourself back on the grooves that you had made coming up here. The tires stick and begin to spin out as you switch to 4-wheel drive and dig yourself out of it, only to realize that you are now facing down the mountain. And before you can even adjust, the tires leave the ground, slipping off of the road into the forest. And for a few seconds, you manage to keep it together, swerving between the trees as you tumble directly down the mountain. But something catches the front tires, and the back rises, and the back goes forward. as the police truck begins tumbling down the hill. And the tears mingling with your eyes and the snow and the bit of light that you can see when the headlights aren't being dug into the ground show yourself being jostled back and forth, only kept in place by the seat belts as the side of trees slam into the side door, spinning you, and you begin to tumble in a barrel roll down the mountain. I will need you to roll a hard dexterity.
I didn't take a lot in that. Okay. As this is happening, like, Laura's not screaming. She's just silent, letting it all like happen. And just kind of having a moment of like, maybe I deserve this. Oh my god, I got a 28 versus 15 on the dexterity. I'm going to spend some luck points on this.
I would advise it, yeah.
Otherwise, I have a feeling that Laura will no longer be in the show if I do not do this.
Or you might just be on the side of a hill for the rest of the show.
So yeah, I'm gonna spend 10 of my luck points.
Cut back
on
to
this
Laura as she
dexterity.
freezes to death over the next couple of episodes.
Oh, God, brutal.
God.
Your,
wait, it's
I mean,
one-
we do have a scene where like someone's under the water in the ice. So.
Yeah.
13
it'll
luck
be
points, excuse
13
me.
luck, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And harnessing that luck that you've been saving, you're going to take half of this damage. A D12,
Oh my
which
gosh.
could have possibly...
I like that
knocked
it's like
you out.
half the damage and it kills her. Oh my god, that would kill
Half
a lot
of
of
it.
people.
I take half though.
Yeah, so you're going to take
Okay.
5 damage
Okay.
as your arm hits the glass next to you, and you can feel your shoulder being jammed into your side, and your head smashes up against the steering wheel. The metal just above the front left tire crumbles as it hits a log and juts itself into your leg, and a shard of metal slices and sticks into your flesh. A few fingers break as you try to go limp, but it stops. And you are at a 45-degree angle as the truck has been caught by 2 large trees, and you are overlooking a cliff that falls about 20 feet or so. And you can see the stony ground beneath you.
As
What?
I'm
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm looking down at this drop. I imagine it's just dead silent now that the crunching and the sounds of the car aren't hitting. It's not hitting things anymore.
You can hear a quiet, repetitive squeak as one of the wheels is just turning.
And I feel everything in my body all at once, and just quietly, in a seething way, look up to the sky. Ben, I need you to help me. Like I helped you. Please. Show up for me.
Roll a power.
30 versus 37 hard success.
And you were on hard, too. You were
The
on hard
love.
mode.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but
So even better.
This
want
is
me to
gonna
roll
seem like
again?
this is gonna seem like a dick move, but we have established countless times that if you do
Damn
that,
it.
you have to
You have to
reroll.
reroll,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
Okay. Oh, extreme! It was because you needed the extreme. The love for Ben and Laura is strong, even in wherever Ben is now.
You
Oh.
sit there, calling out to Ben. The storm whistles up a bit and for a moment you think that it's going to jostle the truck. You can feel as the wind begins to pick up, and you can hear the screeching of the metal as it starts to shift against it. And then it stops. And you find yourself in this eerie silence. And we'll come back to that. Carl, you've just stepped onto Union Island as you crossed the lake. And the moment that your foot planted on the dirt, you felt this strange feeling of protection. The air coming out of your mouth sort of reduces a bit. The cold almost calms. And you begin dragging the haul of supplies that you've been pulling across the ice, and as it hits the dirt, it starts to get heavier and harder to drag. But it feels nice here. And you can see the road, the path, more like, that sort of leads at a gentle curve and slope up this bean-shaped island that leads towards the nondescript building and almost like temple kind of facade.
I continue trying to pull this sled with all of the stuff on it on up towards that building. I will pause a moment in the spot where I remember standing with my mother and seeing Ben, or what I'm told is Ben.
Do you look around in that spot?
Yeah, I think Carl does pause for a moment, like expecting something to happen.
Give me a spot hidden.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta bring up the other character sheet. Spot hidden. Here we go. 55 out of 70. Yeah.
As you stand in that place looking back to where you remember the creature of your dad crawling its way under the ice towards you, and your mother standing in front of you telling you to run, you look down at where she was standing and you see two small indents in the ground that are trailing from the ice up the hill.
What do they look like? Indents of?
Tire treads. About 2 or 3 feet apart from each other.
Like a ATV or like a
Much
car?
smaller. Maybe about
like a wagon?
2 inches wide. They have a bit of like grip to them.
When I look around, do I see something that has wheels, like a...
No, but you see it go up towards the building.
Carl will follow the trail.
And as you drag along these supplies, you get closer and you can see again this sort of like romantic facade of a chapel, made to look very rustic, with a elegant, rich-looking flair, a very resort aesthetic. And it's sort of been changed in places where it's no longer like a tourist trap. You see like trappings of like a generator off to the side, and like a small tool shed that's been set up, and other things depicting that this has sort of been converted into a house. But the path leads up to this sort of open, cemented area that contains the various buildings, and leads to a front door to the chapel, and then the rectory has its own door off to the side. And you can see lights in the window of the rectory.
But not in the main chapel.
No. And those wheels, as soon as they leave the dirt, start to leave a trail along the cement towards the rectory.
Carl will follow the trail. Because that seems to be the freshest sign of life here. So, and there's lights in the rectory, so Carl's assuming that someone there. How far apart are these treads? Does it look like something like a wheelchair? Because I know that Jack was supposed to come up this way before, right?
They do. About 2 or 3 feet across.
Okay.
About the size of a wheelchair.
But then why wouldn't he
Right.
bring
Feet.
the bag? I don't know. Okay. Carl will continue to the rectory, and when they get to the door of that, we'll knock on it.
You hear the like scraping of the plastic on the concrete as you drag it along. And as you get to the front door, you knock. And there's no reply.
Is somebody in there? I can see the light on.
Nothing.
Hello?
Who is it?
I'm Carl.
You recognize the voice of Jack.
Oh, Jack?
Carl? Marie's kid?
Yeah, Carl Wilson.
What are you doing here?
I'm not really sure, but I have supplies.
You can hear a latch be turned behind the door. And it opens just a bit until a chain locks it. And you see the face of Jack peek out wearing a toque with a little pom-pom on the top, as well as a scarf that's sort of been pulled down around his neck. And he just peeks out. Sorry, what are you doing here? You brought these?
Yeah, I was
those
coming this
Zamans?
way. Yeah, I was coming this way and I saw them. They looked like they were meant to come this way. I didn't
Yeah,
mean to
I
eavesdrop,
must
but I
have-
heard you saying they were supposed to be here a couple days ago.
Yeah, I forgot to pick them up. I had to come talk to her, but just leave them out on the stoop, and I'll get them.
Where is she?
She's inside right now. She's not feeling too good.
I was hoping to talk to her.
Yeah, well, she's not really in a state to talk. Sorry.
Why not?
She's sick.
What kind of sickness?
I don't know, the flu or something.
What are you doing here?
She called us on the radio. I needed to come check make sure she was okay. I couldn't find Sam.
Why are you looking for Sam?
Because said she was sick. Get a doctor.
I'm not her doctor, but I'm a doctor. Maybe I can help.
Right. Forgot about that. You know what? She's resting now. I think that's probably best for her.
Does it seem like he's purposely not wanting me to check to see what's going on with her? Or does it seem like he genuinely is telling me that, like, she needs rest?
Roll a psychology.
All right, come on, dice rolls. I'm afraid to push it. I kind of want to, though.
Good. You can keep talking to him and try to draw something out of him.
Yeah, I will peek behind him and look kind of at, like, what he's doing. What does it look like he's doing in this room?
As you look, he sort of like shifts and like closes the door a little bit. Listen, I'm Miss Amon's a very secretive person, and I don't think she's going to want a stranger coming into her house.
I just walked across the entire lake. You're gonna make me stand out here?
No, I'm going to make you walk back across the lake. It's not... Listen. I have to respect Miss Amon's wishes.
If she's not well, she should see a doctor.
And she will see Sam.
Carl is going to push the door to look inside.
You hear it like hit metal. Whoa, the fuck? Roll another psychology as your push.
58 out of 65. Woo!
You get the sense that he is not wanting to let you in, and is potentially hiding something.
What's back there? Why don't you want me to see it? What happened?
I told you. Miss Amon is not feeling well, and she doesn't trust you. And
she doesn't know me. You don't know me. How can you trust somebody you don't know? Look, I am here to help.
If you want to help, leave the supplies. There's some medicine in there. I can get it for her. It's just the flu. I'll give her some aspirin or something.
Fine. Carl will push the sleigh up on the ledge of, like, right in front of where Jack is at.
All right.
Stare at him for a moment, and then turn around and wait to hear Jack go back in the building and close the door.
Basically,
very
before you even
slowly.
turn around, the door closes, and you hear the latch click in again.
Carl will turn back just to make sure that it's closed.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna, like, quickly run to the main door and just try to open it up. Not even, like, knock.
As you get to the main door of the chapel, I will let you know they aren't attached, but
They're, like,
as you
separate
run
buildings.
up and you as you pull on the doors, you can hear them actually knock up against something. You can pull it a little bit, just enough to see through the cracks that it is barred.
Carl's not pulling on it hard to make a loud noise, but, like,
Yeah.
kind of pulls it enough to see that in there. And does it look dark? Can I kind of see it in the corner of it?
Yeah, there are no lights on inside.
He's gonna whisper into, like, the crack of the door when he has it open. Miss Simon, I'm Carl. I'm here to help you. I don't know what's going on, but something's not right.
You hear it kind of echo a little bit, as if you're talking into a very cavernous room. And as you wait, you don't hear a response.
If I look around, is there something, like, I could shove in there and, like, lift up the latch with?
Give me a spot hidden. A lot of things are covered with snow
Like a
right
stick
now,
or
so,
something? Yeah. 42 out of 70. Break a branch off a
You-
tree? I don't know.
You actually look around, and what would you find? You find one of those square-headed shovels leaning up against the tool shed that wasn't put away. They have this sort of, like, flat enough head that you could probably stick it in and lift up the barricade.
Carl will slowly go over to the shovel, look back at the other building to make sure nothing's going on with it, and then go over to the door and quietly, like, lift up the latch.
Roll stealth for me.
Ooh, I'm not the greatest at that. 11 out of 20. Yes.
All right. You carefully walk up to the tool shed, avoiding the areas of snow as to not make crunching sounds. And you reach, and there's a slight metallic sound as the head of the shovel lifts from the stone, and you can walk back over to the chapel.
My heart is racing. Carl's still holding the shovel. We'll push the door open slightly to look in.
Pull. But yeah,
Or
you can
pull.
pull
Yeah,
it out a
sorry,
little bit,
pull.
and you see the slit. And again, it's pitch black inside.
There's no light coming in from where I just opened the door.
It's cloudy enough that the only light hitting you is from floodlights built into the side of the building, just sort of illuminating the surrounding area.
Okay.
But yeah, that's not enough to peek in.
He'll put his hand in his pocket and pull out his phone and turn the flashlight on and like
All right.
pan it in the room.
Looking in, immediately you spot a cleared out room in the center. It has a carpet that sort of leads from the door you're at to the far end and sort of disappears into the darkness, but there's a bit of a decorative altar at the end. Trying to peek around, you start to see what looks like bookshelves that have large, almost tome-like books stacked on them.
This was like originally looking like a house on the outside, right?
More in the sense that it was like it had house accoutrement. It is
Mhm.
still built to look like a chapel. It's just
Yeah.
been like more necessity.
But on the inside, it's not feeling like a home. It's feeling like there's an
It's almost
altar and
looking like a
books.
library.
Carl will pan over the books. Is there anything like interesting about these books, or does it seem like it's what belongs in a church?
Give me a spot hidden.
84 out of 70. What if I like
got the luck.
brush the dust away and like shuffle things around a little?
The distance between where you are and the books is like you're basically catching them with your flashlight on the end. The door is not allowing you to get too far in, and it's not like there's books like sitting right next to you.
Oh, I can't like step into the building. I thought I was in the building.
Oh,
to
did you?
go-
You? Oh,
I opened the
didn't know that
door
you-
and I was moving into like move the
Oh,
flashlight.
I thought you
into-
had. You didn't say that you'd use the shovel yet to open the
Oh,
blockade.
That's what I said I was doing
Okay.
initially.
I
Was
missed
that I
that,
was
sorry.
using it to.
All
Sorry,
right. Forget
misunderstanding
that
from
then.
my perspective.
I will re-describe then. As you walk around inside, we'll just assume this was the initial check. As you lift the, actually give me.
The stealth was
Give
to
me-
like open it quietly. Was what I was trying to do. Like
No, the stealth was to get to the
oh,
shovel and back. Give me
Gotcha,
a
gotcha.
sleight of hand to try to open it quietly. my
I'm not good at sleight of
apologies.
hand. That is not going to happen. I'm not even going to push that. There's just no way.
Yeah. So as you had lifted it up, you see as the wood block gets to the top, you start to pull the door a bit, and it begins to tip, and you hear goo, 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 as it locks into its like rotated off position. But you open the door and see inside. Yeah, again, what basically looks like a wedding chapel. It's less of a straight up church and more of there's this pathway from where you stand to this altar with more decorative, like floral and like peace and stuff representation rather than any sort of religion. But the entire area is built to look like it had room to house people watching a wedding, basically. And the pews have been moved off to the side and replaced with bookshelves that almost create this like pawn shop book library feeling. And I'll use your spot hidden from before. As you walk around sort of flashing your light on these books, there's a few like Hemingway and old like tomes of ancient dead poets and stuff. And some of them that you are written in either other languages or are more like decoratively embroidered along the spine. And then you find a few hard copies of your mother's books.
Dude, everybody has my mom's books. What the heck?
In fact, you find every single one of Marie's books.
I'm 0% surprised at this point.
But yeah, there's a reading area with a lovely leather chair with some nice hand quilted blankets on it, and strange, almost magical looking decorations hanging from a lot of corners and crevices and pillars, all of these different varying pages with scrawling runes on them, and wicker dolls and weird symbols made out of wire and twine, just sort of latent.
Can I take a picture?
You certainly can.
Yeah, I think Carl just kind of takes a panning picture, like a panoramic of the room, and then maybe a couple shots of the bookshelves.
And as you do, the pictures don't save.
What the heck?
Well,
Carl just kind of looks at his phone.
Last picture you took before getting to Lake Morana is on there. I don't believe you took any while you were here.
No, this was the first time I tried.
Yeah, they just didn't. They're not even there.
It's probably a picture of him and his mom before they left. With the snacks. Marie with
Your
the
face
snacks.
is just illuminated by the smiling face of your mom and you holding snacks.
Carl's really confused, but it's probably warmer in here than it is outside. So they're going to take a moment to enjoy the reprieve from the storm.
It's nice. It's warm in here despite seeing no lit fires. You don't hear the rumble of any sort of heater or anything like that. It just seems to be cozy. It would be claustrophobic if not for the fact that you felt comfortable in this space. And you can spend some time in here. And
yeah, just a moment, just a few minutes.
Roll listen.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
spend the
gonna
luck.
spend the luck. Yeah.
79 versus 77.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Yeah, that's worth it.
You hear the door of the rectory close.
Carl finds a seat and sits there.
You hear the door of the chapel close. And you hear the sounds of wood hitting wood. And then and then more wood on wood and
Like someone's locking me in.
sounds like a nail gun.
Oh my god.
Carl quickly runs over to the door and starts banging on it. Hey, I'm inside here. Stop that.
Yeah, you stay inside there.
What the fuck, man? You can't just lock me in here.
You hear the slam of wood again.
Are you
for your own
fucking
good.
stapling me in here alive?
Stay in there. It's for your own damn safety.
What the fuck? Carl's gonna try to call Laura. That's the only person he knows that has a phone and it keeps checking it.
Laura, sitting in this quiet calm, dangling over a hill. The pain in your body begins to pulse with your heartbeat. Every point of impact, your fingers, your shoulder, your forehead, the wound that is not bleeding because there's a piece of metal sticking out of your leg. Every beat of your heart pulses this pain through you, but despite that, you've been kept within this cocoon of calm. And then your phone rings.
Is it one of those situations if I move, is the car gonna rock?
I certainly might make you roll for it.
Can I analyze if that will happen? Like, can I do like a logic of some kind?
Give me let's call this an education roll.
Okay. Damn, my education's high. Like,
Ooh.
hard success.
You sort of look around as much as you can without moving, and you can see that the way that the truck fell on these trees, they are pretty heavily rooted, but they've definitely shifted since the truck hit them. But the way that you're positioned, there are thick branches, almost like cradling the truck right now. And you're pretty sure that knowing this information, you could move in such a way that you could answer your phone.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna just very gingerly, like, I know you said my fingers broke. Is that across both hands, or is there a hand that is more affected than the other?
Looking at your right hand, your middle finger and your index finger are bent almost at a 90-degree angle to your palm.
Oh.
But your right hand is numb as the dislocated shoulder is holding the nerves and blood flow from going into them.
Can I try to throw my shoulder back into place?
Ooh.
Roll me a strength.
Okay. Oh my god. Success 33 versus 61.
A squeal in your brain as you snap your shoulder back into place. The pain is nearly unbearable, but your heartbeat tells you that blood is now flowing into your numb hand, and as the tingling sensation starts to fill it, so does the pain.
Just trying really hard to not make a lot of sound. Just go, oh, as I get it back in, and then let the blood flow come back in and try to reach the phone. And I guess just answer it and try to put it on speaker.
You look, the phone is smashed again. The screen spider webs the answer, but you manage to just barely swipe it and press the speaker button as Laura picks up. Carl?
Laura?
Hello?
Laura, Jack is trying to frickin' staple me into the chapel. I can't get out.
I think you're gonna need to call someone else.
Are you okay?
I'm in a car on the side of a cliff.
What the
and I think
fuck?
the car crashed. Storm.
How?
Do you know who Storm is? Did I ever tell you who Storm is?
No.
Storm's like one of the best things that ever happened to me. And I guess he came to find me. And I think he hit your mom's car. And he's on the side of the road, so I tried to go down the mountain and I went too fast. I don't know what I did, but I'm here now. So I guess you can't. Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess considering. I'll try to get a hold of my mom.
Okay, try to break a window. Get out.
Okay. Can you get
If
out?
we- I'm afraid to move, but I feel calm right now.
Okay. I'll try to call you back if I can.
Okay.
Carl hangs up and immediately starts calling his mom.
While that's been happening, Marie, you stand on the second floor of Nova and Oliver's house, talking to Samuel, convincing him to just push a little bit more. And like a zombie, he walks past you, hollow. And you see Nova standing at the front entrance.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
What the
You forgot? How could you forget? Nova coming into the house like it. Nova's gonna have an aneurysm.
To recap, the living room right now, the coffee table is covered in red soaked towels dripping with blood that is probably starting to dry and coagulate, as well as a good spray towards the fireplace. The couch has a little bit of it, but less so. There's probably a little bit of splatter on the top from when Nate got hit in the head with a pan. And behind the couch is a pile's not the right word, a smattering of salt that is mixed with blood a little bit, as well as a supine Nate with varying bandages and crutches or splints and probably a bunch of pill packs next to him.
And for people who haven't watched every episode and are just tuning into today's episode, Nova's like Instagram perfection house like vibes, and they're staying in their house very like they've offered their house very kindly.
And
Was it kindly?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, she started out kindly.
And then she was a massive bitch.
She luckily doesn't see Nate and the salt, but does see the surgical tools and blood on the coffee table. And you see her just like standing there and hear the jingle of her keys drop to the ground. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Hello. Sorry.
No. No, I knew it. You're with them, aren't you?
What?
You're with him. And you see her like rustle around in her purse and pulls out bear spray. Get away from me. Get away from me.
Who? I put my hands up.
You're with him.
I look at Dr. Samuel.
He is just like staring at her, and you can see his shoulders just slump, and he like shakes his hand and just like shrugs and looks at you and says, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
I just need to find there's a lot of things I need. I need to get Nate, and we're trying to find Miss Zaman to get some more information. I know you saw me the other night, not that long ago, I think. It's a lot of stuff has been happening, but you saw me when I was at the doctor's office. We were looking for information on what happened to Ben, and he's been helping us.
No, he wouldn't help you. He wouldn't help you. No. He's with the council.
I don't think so. He's taken care of us in terms of severe injuries that have happened. He's mended us, and he wanted to help. He wanted to help Ben. He tried to help Ben, but couldn't. You can see, we have proof. We have the files. You can look at them.
She's looking between you and the living room, and you can tell she's like half paying attention to you and half like making sure that nobody else is coming. Do you do anything, Nate? You can hear all of this, but you are lying on the ground.
I'm imagining that like Nate is like, okay.
Can't even
I would
talk.
I'd like to try and be like, I look at Samuel and I'm waiting for him to say, okay, Nova, I know this looks bad. Wait, just hear her out. There's been a lot of stuff nothing. Man crumples again. Like this man is either the Rock of Gibraltar, or he is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. There is like it is there, and he has gone into full Pisa mode. And Nate's like, all right, somebody's gonna have to step up. I'm going to sort of try and push myself up a little bit with my elbows, not to stand up. I'd like to sort of scoot myself into a sitting position and scoot back a little bit into view using my good leg to help propel me ever so slightly. And I say, wait, and I'd like to scoot back.
What
And I'd like to hold up a hand.
What did they do to you?
I say, hold, just breathe.
You know,
Just breathe for a second.
I have Riley and Oliver in the car. I'm gonna go get them.
Nova, please listen to me just for a second.
Start
just
backing up.
Just for a second, Nova. The council are against us. We know. We're trying to stop them.
Both of you roll a fast talk, and I'm gonna need both of you to succeed this.
Oh my
They're not
god!
gonna succeed. I think we're all awful at talking.
Yeah, you rolled a very.
I have a 10 in
I think
this.
Andy's like one of the best talkers of the group, probably.
Yeah. I think Andy's the only good talker.
Yeah, I mean that's
I
Andy's
fail.
thing.
79 versus 10.
Are we able to push anything?
No, it would have been a.
91
Oh
versus 15.
no!
She has
Yikers.
none of this and immediately books it back into the storm, leaving the door open, and you can hear the wind outside.
All right.
And you see her, Marie, just disappear into the darkness.
Keeper, I
91.
want to zero in on Samuel.
You
What is
can't
the deal
see him.
with this?
There is a wall between you. He is like behind the wall that you are looking at.
So I just know that he hasn't said anything.
You maybe heard him say, "I don't know what the fuck she's talking about."
Can I roll some kind of psychology on this dude?
Yeah, I'll make it hard because you can't.
If
read
I
him.
need it, look, I'm willing to scoot into view of this guy.
We're also
'Cause
gonna
I
walk
don't-
down the steps. Because our goal was to go talk with you anyways.
Yeah,
And she left.
I'd like to
Um,
scoot and just take a look at him,
All right.
if possible.
As the two of you walk down the steps, you can see him. Give me a psychology.
You gotta be
Oh my
kidding me.
god.
Oh my god! 100.
What is this life?
The dice, like seriously, RNG loves telling a story.
Hey
I'm
everybody,
also-
I just want to say it's been a pleasure. Have a good night. It's been wonderful beginning
Look,
to play Nate.
out
for
of
all
all
you.
the rolls you could roll a 100 on, a psychology roll, I think is probably one you should be welcoming.
That's true.
You could be trapped in a chapel and rolling a 100.
Oh, trust me, I've rolled my fair share of fumbles, Carl.
That's true. You almost lost a few limbs. That's true.
I've rolled my fair share.
I
Got
think
possessed by a demon.
as you pull yourself up and start scooting, that like boom, 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 migraine in your brain, just like makes it hard to keep your eyes open, and you see in front of you a fully depleted man just trying, basically marionetting himself at this point.
I, holding my head, I say, I'm not even looking at him. I just, like, through gritted teeth, Doc, what was she talking about? The council? Are you with them?
He's standing now, sort of at the base of the steps, looking into the living room as you make your way in, Marie. And he looks between the two of you, and you can see his eyes, like he's putting effort into keeping his eyes open at this point, and he just shrugs and he says, "Listen, I honestly," and his head gets slammed into the banister as Oliver runs in and tackles him. You see blood smear the banister as Samuel falls onto the steps.
What?
Is this one of the
Wait.
people that Nova mentioned was in the car?
Yeah.
Okay, they're attacking us. Oh my
And
god!
You see Oliver, who you had seen from the hockey game, that large, intimidating alpha man, grab Sam's hair and just pull him up again and slam it into the steps.
I'm gonna rush forward and try to. Is the frying pan? Is the cast iron skillet nearby?
Oh
It's
Grab it.
unfortunately between the couch and Nate, further
Can I
towards
grab
the
the
kitchen.
skillet and throw it to Marie?
You hit me in the head. I die.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, you can try, but
I don't want to like. I just want to like sort of frisbee it towards them.
Oh god, roll a
Terrible.
dexterity or roll a strength, and then Marie roll a dexterity.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This...
That's an extreme success.
Extreme.
9 versus 70. Does that give Marie any benefits?
I'll give you a bonus for catching.
Oh!
Hard success. 22
Does that
versus
give her, do
70s.
both of these successes give Marie any advantage on her subsequent attack? on
Despite
Oliver?
all that has happened, somehow you pick up this cast iron skillet and chuck it, and Marie, you get. I'm gonna still give you 1 point of damage as you basically have to football catch this ball as it slams into your
Oh god.
chest.
I'm an
But you were-
elite athlete. Like this is
Have
is
you ever
me.
have you ever thrown a cast iron skillet at a 4-foot tall woman?
I've definitely thrown stuff. I'm very. It's one of those things like, look, I'm just good at stuff.
But
just
you
good at
now have a
physical stuff.
cast iron skillet as once again Oliver, like now grabbing the collar of Sam, picks it up again for another smash.
And I'm gonna like superhero rush in my rockabilly heels towards Sam, and I'm gonna like slide on the floor to try and like catch his head in my lap, and like I'm just gonna raise up the pan.
So that Sam's head hits it.
No. I'm catching Sam's
Okay.
head in my lap, and
And you're
I'm
holding
raising
it.
the pan in defense, but I'm not trying to actively swing.
All right, roll me a
Because
dexterity.
I think we still want to work with them, but I don't want them to kill a man in front of me.
Roll a. Let me check. Oof, roll a hard dexterity.
Oh no! I still succeed.
Oh my gosh.
30 versus 35.
Yes.
You slide underneath Sam's head, and it gets slammed into you.
Stop! What are you doing?
You see just like blood splatter on this behemoth of a man whose face is red. We can't let them get away with this. And you feel aerosol hitting your face.
I close my eyes.
Roll a constitution.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, they're
Is
like
this regular,
preppers.
or
They
no?
are like prepared for battle.
Yeah, bear spray is hardcore.
Is this regular, Kelly?
Regular, yeah. It's which
Oh.
is me being nice. Oh my
I was
Wow.
god.
gonna say,
I succeeded
Oh
again!
Lord.
go mom, go mom, go
You-
mom.
You hold your breath
Action hero.
and close your eyes as you get sprayed in the face with bear spray. And you can feel the capsaicin burn your skin. And somehow manage to push through it. You're aware of your surroundings and can do actions, but you're going to have to keep your eyes closed. And
Okay.
you can hear coughing now coming from Oliver. Nate, what are you doing?
Okay. Watching this happen, can we say that Nate has gotten just a flood of adrenaline? I have to ask you,
Mhm.
what is next to me? I know there's
There-
surgical tools. There
Yeah.
was among those surgical tools was a drill, a power drill, as
Mhm.
well as a defibrillator.
Yep.
Which of those can I get?
The defibrillator is near you. The drill is on the coffee table. There is a stool next to you, as well as like pill packets, as we had said before.
Okay. Coffee
And the-
tables are low to the ground. Can I just yoink that drill and have while this is
You're gonna
happening?
have to get
scoop
a-
myself?
You're gonna have to get around the couch.
Gonna have to get
Um,
around the couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're behind the couch. It's you, couch, coffee table, defibrillator near you, drill on the coffee table.
Okay. I don't know how to work a defibrillator as well.
All right.
So I'm gonna go for the drill. Can I just grab and sort of muscle my way onto and sort of roll onto the couch, grab the drill, and then just sort of drag myself over there? Even if I have to walk on one leg leaning against the wall.
I mean, I'll give you the option just fully stand up and
No.
push yourself. All right.
No.
You start dragging yourself over as Oliver is coughing and Marie is just like eyes shut. And you see Nova standing in the doorway holding this pepper spray, just holding it until the spray stops. You drag yourself to
That's
the
gotta
drill.
be hitting her at this point too. Then if
Yeah,
she's
you-
just standing in a closed
she's
room.
got her hand like above her eyes, but you can see her like start to wince and cough. Especially with the wind, the direction of the wind is literally.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, slightly helping her a little bit. But go ahead and roll me. I'm gonna say roll me a Constitution just to get through all of what you're doing right now
right.
without feeling it.
Here we go. That's a hard
God.
success.
What is going on?
I love Jeremy.
Can I
through the power
just
of the
roll
internet.
through this for a moment? Extreme, hard. What the hell
You
is
pull
going
yourself
on?
to the drill and grab it, and it is still like you can see on the actual drill itself there is like crusted brain matter and blood right now.
Does Oliver look incapacitated?
Oliver, now coughing, does drop Samuel and starts coughing and tries to like start swinging at Marie.
All right. I would like to throw
God.
myself physically onto him. My goal is to end up on him with the drill against his neck.
All right.
This is not going any further. I'm holding the drill there, and I'm going to be like, I'm not pushing, but my goal is to have it against his neck, and this is
intimidated?
ending one way or another.
We're going to resolve his swings at Marie. So he is going to he's going to roll hard against his brawl. And are you going to just try to dodge, or
I'm holding the pan up. I think I'm gonna try. My eyes are closed. I'm gonna just try if he hits the pan, I'm gonna try and make sure the pan doesn't hit me. Like strength holding up this pan, I guess.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Or wait, sorry. Can I? In this moment, I think I'm just gonna. I am holding up the pan, but if I'm making a roll, I would rather. I'm trying to diffuse the situation, so I'm trying to say, just give us a second. Listen to us. Yeah.
It's a fast talk.
A hard fast talk.
Yeah.
Wait, let me check 1 sec. I'm gonna check his. Oh yeah,
I should have
he's
stuck
dumb.
with the strength.
He's
I have
pretty
better
dumb.
Strength.
Roll a
than
whole-
This
that.
is attempted murder.
It's
on
fair.
his
Sometimes
part.
you try to like de-escalate
Yeah.
it. and-
Yeah. Okay, I'm rolling it. Oh God, I'm
It's gonna be a
scared.
2. You're gonna roll a 2. Okay. There is
It was
a
close, but
there's
no.
a floor
Have
to
enough.
these rolls.
Have enough luck.
31 versus 5. No, I only have 25 luck.
Combo breaker.
He's going to
Yeah.
he's going to swing at you.
He's your
seeming
one
to
short.
ignore you.
Oh, you're one short
Yeah.
of succeeding.
Yeah.
Oh.
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 I'm gonna be killed right now.
A hard success.
He
Yikers.
swings wildly with no intention of pulling his punches, with the same energy that he had brought to smashing Samuel's head into the stairs. This is going to be 1d3 plus 1d4 for his.
Does
his
it
fist
matter?
attack.
You only have one.
I have
HP?
1 health. I have 1 hit
Well,
point.
is it possible to instantly kill?
If you do enough damage that it's all of your health,
Oh
basically.
Yeah.
my god.
Oh.
Okay.
So it would be, yeah. Then
I
in
have
that-
it's like-
8 total.
I think it's like
Hell,
half
okay.
half your health, but you would soak one. No, you won't die. But he punches you right in the face, and you feel the back of your head slam up against the stairs, and you go out cold. And Nate, you get to Oliver just as his fist connects with Marie, and you see her like slump and slide down the stairs a bit while you're holding this drill, and the two of them are now like Nova and Oliver are now like coughing and recoiling.
I'm same, like, I wasn't just like, I was like, throwing myself onto this dude. So I see that happen as I'm throwing myself onto him.
All right.
There's not even like a moment really to process, just the, oh no, like as I'm getting on top of him, basically.
Roll a brawl, and he's not going to be able to defend because his action is punching.
Okay. Here we go. That is a 28 versus 50. Success.
You launch yourself and sort of like tackle him at waist, and he slips on the now pooling blood from Samuel's head, and falls to the ground as you are holding the drill.
Yeah, so where I would like to be positioned, because I wanted to tackle him higher. I wanted to get like, I'm here and I'm holding him full body.
If you got a hard success, I would have said yes, but you are dragging yourself and basically like you're trying to like launch yourself with your arms at this moment.
So is he face down?
He's on the ground now, on his side. Yeah.
Then he has an on power drill touching the back of his skull, like the base of his skull. And I'm going to through the coughing, I say, you all sit down right now, or he's about to get some of this bear spray inside his fucking brain.
Give me a fast talk.
Okay. I don't know if this is really a fast talk scenario. This man dies if he doesn't do it. Like,
wouldn't it be
I don't know if
intimidate?
this is really like.
Intimidate,
I'm not
This
trying to
isn't
get
intimidate to me.
I'm offering an ultimatum. I'm not trying to talk them into anything.
Yeah.
I'm letting
intimidate,
them
right?
know. Yeah. Can I do intimidate? Because I got a good intimidate.
I forgot it existed.
Yeah.
fair
No, I
enough.
was like, this isn't intimidate. This is not a fast talk. This is like.
Success. 36 versus 64.
You feel him, like you feel him start to struggle as he kind of stops and like goes a bit limp, hearing the drill in his ear. You hear a scream from next to you, and high heels rushing towards you. Nova's gonna try to kick you in the side of the head.
Okay, she's gonna be down a husband. I push in.
They're roommates.
Okay, she's gonna be down a roommate. Like I push in. In fact,
I don't know. There was something weird going on with them beyond
I push in as I
roommates.
duck. I don't just stay there. I push in and duck.
Go ahead and roll me a dex.
God,
Okay.
murder is just happening.
This is self-defense. I
Don't
count it as
worry.
self-defense.
You're not
35.
witnessing it.
I lean down and just push it straight through the base of the head.
I didn't. So here's the thing. I forgot to make a sheet for Nova. So I'm gonna have to roll a 1d100, and I'm gonna say her strength is. Let's go 40. She does Pilates and stuff. So I'm gonna roll a D100 against a 40.
All right.
If it is a, here's what's gonna happen. I'll draw out the scenario. You're gonna get Oliver. There's no way that any movement of your body isn't going to result in Oliver getting it. This isn't a medical drill. This is a power drill. It's not gonna stop when it gets past the bone.
Yeah.
If she succeeds, just gets flat success, nothing will, like you dodge, she misses, nothing happens. If she gets a hard success, she'll hit you.
Okay.
If she fails, she'll fall. So this is against a 40. You duck as you hear of a stylish, unseasonal high heel kick past your head, and you feel as the drill jams into the side of Oliver's neck. And then you feel the resistance, not from his bone or anything, but from the hardwood floor beneath his neck, as blood just starts spraying you in the face. and you
I
hear a
am fully like,
gunshot.
no! I want to pull that out and just because I want to pull that out and look at Marie, and I think for the first time I registered that Marie is fully not moving. At
You
which
hear a
point I'm
gunshot.
going.
You hear a gunshot.
Oh,
Carl.
Riley. Riley has a gun.
Carl,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
you just got off the phone with Laura, who's seemingly hanging over a ravine in a truck. And you go to phone your mom, and it rings, and it rings, and it rings, and it picks up, and you hear Riley. Carl, is this you?
Mom?
Carl,
Riley?
what the fuck is happening, Carl?
You tell me what the fuck is happening. Jack just fucking boarded me up in the chapel. Dude,
What?
doesn't matter about me. I'm fine. I'm
Where are
fine.
you?
Listen. You need to get Laura. Laura's stuck on the side of some kind of hill in her car.
Laura,
She
what-
went down the hill in her car and she's stuck.
I'm at Nova's. Your mom's fucking dead.
What?
There's like, what the fuck happened
No,
here?
my
Oliver's
mom-
got a drill through his neck.
What? What happened?
I don't know. Her head is bashed into the stairs. Sam's dead. What the fuck is going
Are
on
you
here?
sure? Check her pulse.
I'm upstairs.
You need to check on her. What if she might be still alive?
I'm not going down there until you tell me what the fuck is happening. Why
I
was
don't
there
know
so much
what's
blood
going
in
on.
the
I'm
living
not
room?
there. The last time I left them, my mom was
Where
laying down.
the fuck are you?
I told you I'm at the chapel.
What chapel?
The one on the island.
Why are you on the island?
I was. Doesn't fucking matter. Riley,
I thought you were going to see.
you just said my mom's fucking
Ding,
dead.
ding, 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 ding.
Calling her again.
It doesn't ring this time. And you realize that your phone is not in service anymore.
Fuck!
The brief window where all of you had signals is gone.
Fuck. Carl's like just pacing back and forth in the chapel, and then he remembers what Laura said. Look for a window. Try to get out. Carl looks around for a window. There's gotta be some. It's a chapel.
You find there are windows, and you see that they've been plastered over with what almost looks like wax, has just filled the cracks. And there's these totems. Just
On the
sitting
from
on
the
them.
inside or from the outside?
From the inside.
Can I reach them? Are they like? Do I need to have a ladder? Are they like within reachable
The
distance?
rectory or the pews that have been stacked up on the walls provide enough of a lift for you.
Okay. Carl's gonna try to stand on the pews and then try to like dig through this wax.
It doesn't take a lot. It doesn't seem to be. It seems like candle wax. You can just kind of start scraping it away, and it comes off in chunks.
Carl is just digging at this, and while they're digging at this, there's just like tears running down their eyes. Fucking let me get out of here.
And the window's free. There's a small latch that you have to open to get the window
Just
open.
pushes the latch.
Takes a bit because it seems to be stuck, but you manage to break off the last of the candle or the wax and open it up. Still to that quiet outside.
And then tries to squeeze their way through the window.
Easy enough. You kind of fall on the other side into the snow. But you can see the lights now on the other side of the building where the entrance to the rectory is.
Carl, is there something that I can do to like just bust open the front door of the rectory?
You can use a tool or try to use your body. It's up to you.
If there's a tool, I'll attempt that first.
There's the shovel that you had.
Okay. So I have to like go around this. Carl's not being quiet anymore. Carl's running to get the shovel and just gonna freaking bash the shovel into the fucking door right where it's to get in.
And as you grab the shovel, you now see that the door that you were on the other side of is indeed like boarded up. There are 3 slabs of wood that have been nailed into the door. And you grab the shovel, and as you attack the front door of the rectory, go ahead and roll me a strength.
20.
Oh my God.
Hard success.
You jam the shovel down on the lock, and it breaks off, and you can see the internal workings of the lock have been damaged by you in one hit. You know that the chain is on the other side, but something like that is easy enough to slam through.
Yeah. Carl's just gonna keep slamming at the thing.
Sure enough, in one go, you bust through, you hear the chain break, and the small pieces of metal clink to the ground, and you step onto this soft, plush carpet, and this smell fills your nostrils of burning herbs, and it reminds you of the rituals that Mara, Laura, and Marie had been doing. And the entranceway seems to be a living quarter. You see a little table with keys and a hat and umbrella hanging up. There's a mirror immediately next to you. Everything's in this dark earth tone color. It almost looks like the inside of like a lodge, but like a fancy lodge, not a chateau lodge. And you can see dirt trail of wheels going along the carpet.
Do I see any people?
No, but you hear a masculine voice exclaim as the door gets knocked open. What the fuck? Who's out there? Carl, is that you?
I'm freaking getting in there! And then Carl just pushes open. Jack, what the hell?
As you rush in to this open living room, it's again small, kind of quaint, but it's been decorated with like these really fancy wooden chairs with upholstery. There's a fireplace lit. The ceiling seems higher than it probably should be, and there's all of these again totems and magical items. And you can see in the middle of the living room a circle of what almost looks like petals have been laid out in the center in front of the fireplace, and you see a woman, darker skin with hair that's like sort of wild but has been pulled up nice into a bun with like decoration, and just sort of like nice comfy pajamas on, is sort of like slumped in the middle of this circle, and there's just these bowls in front of her that are like smoking, and you can immediately tell that there's blood trickling down her cheek and a bruise that has formed on her eye. And now that you can see Jack, he is in his wheelchair, dressed in like full snow gear, like puffy, warm snow gear, holding a rifle pointed at you.
Carl has a shovel.
Carl, I told you to stay in there. It's for your own damn good.
Jack, something's wrong with my mom. Miss Simone, are you okay?
She kind of like looks up. He must be the child.
Did he hurt you?
So sorry. Jack sort of like looks at her and then looks back. Don't interrupt her. She has a big part to play in this.
What?
And I wanted to keep you out of it.
What is she doing? What are you all doing?
She's trying to save us.
What? How is sitting there in a fucking pile of flowers going to fucking save us? Jack, I think my mom might be dead. We need to go.
I'm real sorry about your mom. I am. She was real sweet. But it was her or the kids. And if we had to make a choice, it was...
What are you talking about? There's no... Her or the kids. Jack, what is going on?
Sit down.
I'm not fucking sitting down.
You hear him like lift the rifle up. Sit
Fucking
down.
go ahead. Try to blow me up. Jack! My mom might be dead. What are you doing?
Roll a fast talk.
Oh, I suck at this. I can spend
the luck.
I can spend luck to do that. How many luck is that?
7?
Okay. I'm spending it.
You see this man in front of you. Large beard, red cheeks, and he seems so angry, but not at you. And he genuinely looks like he doesn't want to be doing this. And when you say that your mom might be dead, and you pluck at something, and he slowly lowers the rifle and sort of warms up a little bit. I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about? What is going on?
I want to try to explain, and I will. If you just sit down.
I don't want to fucking sit down, Jack. I want to know what's
Fine,
going
I'll
on.
tell
I
you
want to
that.
go to my mom. I want to figure out what's happening here.
He looks over.
Did you hurt Miss Simon?
Prasanna, keep going,
What are you making
or I
her
will
do?
kill this kid.
What are you making her do?
And he looks back at you. You don't know this place. You don't know what we've been through.
What does that mean?
I'm trying.
So you think that whatever you've been through means you can kill people?
It's not killing people. It's. She needs them. We've been taking too
needs
much from her
them?
for too long. The land, the goddess, the spirit of this place, whatever you want to call it. Listen, kid, I've been around. I've been chained up against trees, trying to stand against things that wanted to destroy everything. Take everything from her. How do you think I got here? And this place was good for a while. People respected it. People loved her. But we took
Who is her?
too damn much. Morana!
What the fuck?
Like I said, you got a lot to learn. And we're just trying to balance things.
Fuck balance. How do we stop her?
You don't.
There has to be
Entropy's a
way.
kick in the head, kid. Now you can either let us finish what we're doing here and make sure that at the end of the night, everyone who's alive will be better off.
Or what?
Or you can interrupt us again, and she might take everyone.
How do you know?
Like I said, I've been around.
Can I tell that he's telling the truth?
Roll a psychology. Any normal one.
15. Hard success.
Looking at this scene, this desperate man with his gun spouting his monologue at you, and this quiet woman sitting in this circle casting some spell that you can't recognize. it's very clear to you who's in the wrong here. And it sure isn't her.
Carl just shakes their head. Tears, they like blink and tears start rolling down their cheek. And they just pull back the shovel and just smack him right in the head.
Yeah! Go, kid! Oh,
Roll-
man. Come on, Carl.
Do you have any points in a fight skill?
Ugh, brawl?
Roll a brawl.
Oh, brutal.
88
push
out of
it?
25.
You can't
Oh my
push an
gosh.
attack roll.
Yeah.
As you swing, he shifts and sort of like hits the shovel with the butt of the gun, and it deflects the shovel enough that you just smack up against one of the tires and sort of stumble, and he turns the rifle towards your chest. I don't want to do this by my own hand, kid.
Then don't do it.
Then back the fuck up, please.
Just stop.
I can't stop. We've gone.
Why? You know this isn't right. She doesn't want to do this.
I just want to make this place better.
By hurting people.
That's what it takes. I can live with it, but those kids can't.
And if those kids are missing people in their lives because of you,
They'll get over it.
no, they don't. They
They'll
never
move
get
on.
over it. I know, because I've lost my father. But I'll never be over it.
I know. And he wasn't enough for her.
There has to be another way. You can't do this.
We can. And we already are.
Carl's gonna try to take the gun.
Roll a dexterity.
15.
Oh my
Hard success.
God.
As you slap the gun aside, you hear a bang as it shoots past you, and you grab it with your hands and rip them from him. And as you look up, you see Farzana standing over him with a vase, and she slams it down on his head, and he slumps.
Carl just holds the gun and like starts just crying.
She stands there, looking at you, looking at her hands and the shattered bit of porcelain underneath her feet as blood begins to trickle down his head. And she looks back at the broken circle that she stepped through. And you slowly feel the cold begin to trickle back in. And the safety that you felt of this place dissipates. Laura,
Oh my god.
you finished your call with Carl, dangling still over this cliff, and the pulsing of pain filling your left arm. And you hear a voice. Marie's voice, off in the distance. Can't make out what she's saying, but it's unmistakably the loud, bombastic shrill of modern Marie, exclaiming about something off in the distance.
I think just breathing through the pain and the quiet. I'm going to obviously hear that. I'm just going to try to listen very hard to what Marie is saying? And can I also figure out if this is like, you know, a mirage in a way? Like, am I losing it?
Roll me first a listen.
Okay. Oh my god, a 91 versus 35. Failure.
You can't make it out.
Okay.
Then roll me a power.
Okay. Critical success.
Whoa.
That is wild. What?
Whoa.
Dice be telling a story, yo.
This might save you.
Ugh.
You focus, and despite not being able to hear what she's saying, it almost sounds like someone's speaking underwater. This sort of warbled echo of Marie's unmistakable voice. And then you hear Andy. Young, as you remember him, the last time you heard him speak. And that same warble through water of the two of them speaking somewhere off in the distance. And you know that you're not hallucinating, but you do feel this weakness in your body that perhaps you're getting closer to them.
Can I, at this moment, it's almost like a realization of I can go towards it and perhaps it'll all be done. Meaning, I think Laura's recognizing that I might die here. Is it possible for me to harness something to try to heal myself in the car? Like to just kind of... I've seen so much weird stuff happen in my life that I just want to take a moment to close my eyes and listen to the comforting warble of my old friends' voices and try to give myself strength to get out of this car and start making my way up this hill.
Give me a spot hidden.
Okay. Oh god, it's a failure, but this feels critical to me.
That's not a bad amount of. I don't know how much luck you have.
Oh, I have 20 now, so I'm gonna spend it because that seems important.
As you shift as much as you feel comfortable, looking around for anything that you know that you could perhaps do a haphazard ritual with, you manage to reach over to the passenger seat and with your ring finger and thumb manage to turn the lock of the glove compartment, and something heavy and metal passes by you, falls through the window, unless you want to try to catch it.
Yeah, I think I might as well just be like, what, and just try to like instinctively catch this.
Roll a dex.
Okay. I success 33 versus
You
27.
you shift your left hand as a gun lands in it.
Oh no.
And then a small package lands on top of it of gummy bear edibles.
Laura just starts laughing. Just starts grabbing the bag. She's gonna try. I'm gonna try to get the gun and like I'm gonna put it in one of my pockets or like try to stick it in my waistband if I can get it somewhere tucked.
Yeah. It hurts to do, but you manage it.
So just like, you know, like sometimes when something hurts so much that it makes you laugh, it's like that kind of pain. And then just the humor of the situation of opening a bag of edibles. And I'm gonna take like 5 of them.
You down these gummy bears. And let me see how long they take to kick in.
I want to feel like a god.
All right, well, let's start a 1 hour clock or 1 hour timer. But yeah, you sort of laughing through the pain. Every time you do, you feel more pain. And you still hear the warbled voices of Andy and Marie. And then
Think-
Ben.
Oh. Is it calling to me?
It sounds more like they're having a conversation. Marie and Andy. But you hear Ben's voice first inquisitively. And then you start hearing your own name.
It's like one of those things where you're like, is this just the edible kicking in? Or was that a stupid thing for me to have done? Do I feel any better now that I have taken these?
It's been about 2 minutes, so
Okay.
they haven't started kicking in yet.
Okay, so then it's like that realization, like, no, it's too soon. Can I try to listen harder this time? I don't know if I can. But it's like
Yeah.
as soon as I hear Ben, it's like a whiplash of the mind kind of thing.
Cool. Give me another listen. This won't affect your ability to hear Andy or Marie, so it'll
Okay.
be a different one.
Hard success, 16 versus 35.
Oh, the stats got it. We got to look at this number of hard successes in this. This is
Gosh.
insane.
Yeah, whenever Papa Tim puts the stats up, this is gonna be a wild episode.
Laura?
Ben? I'm losing my mind.
You got old.
Oh, thank you. Wait, and I'm looking around. Like, do I see him or do I just hear him?
Craning your neck, you see a figure sitting on one of the trees. In the darkness, you only see a silhouette.
Do you want to lend me a hand? Or can you?
I got 4 to spare.
4?
It's a long story.
Can you help me? Or is this just like a dream?
You're not quite here yet.
Been
What
trying to talk
happened?
to you for a long time. Oh,
I didn't want to talk to you.
I get it. I've missed you. Every day.
Why'd you guys leave me?
I don't think any of us planned on it. I've killed myself every day thinking about it. I wish I could go back.
Yeah, me too. Why'd you come here?
Well, you died.
I died a long time ago. Why now?
Got a phone call from your son. Said you wanted me to be at your funeral, so I didn't even think twice. I just said yes.
Liam
Yeah.
called you?
Yeah.
And he said, I wanted you here.
All of us, I didn't know at the time, but
All
Nate and Marie and
of you. Marie's here now.
what are you talking about?
I can't really talk about it too much. Andy. Something happened to Andy. He didn't like being here. I think he wanted to get back.
He had a lot to live for.
Yeah. I didn't. You go ahead.
No, You can go.
I spent a long time trying not to be mad. And it's a lot of time trying to stay alive. I didn't think that... I thought maybe that being mad and being alive was better than being at peace and dead, you know?
I think I understand. I am mad at myself if that makes you feel better.
It does.
Do you want us to be here?
What a question. Of course I want you to be here. Yeah, just to get a chance to see you again, and I'll get to talk to Andy for a bit before, well, you know. I haven't talked to Marie yet. She seems different, but
She's changed a lot.
you haven't.
Tried to not.
You're you're still very... You're still the person I loved back then. But I didn't want you here. I don't know why you're here, and I don't know who brought you, but it wasn't me. I tried. I tried to protect you.
Why didn't you reach out to me?
I'd say what? I'm still alive?
I would have come here in a minute.
The way I was, I didn't want to make you go through that.
I would have done anything for you. You know that.
I thought I did.
Tried to find you. I kept looking and I couldn't find you.
Well, you're close.
What am I supposed to do? I think I might die out here. Alone. Unless you stay. A broken body and a broken mind.
I'll make you a deal. If you find me and you can convince her not to take us, I'll forgive you. But Laura Flowers, if you let yourself die out here without even fighting, I will never forgive you.
Tried so hard to not let you down, and I know that I did. You know I won't stop. I haven't yet. I just wish I got here before all of this. Where can I find you? I will climb out of this car right now, and I will come to you.
I'm in the waterfall.
Will I get to see you again?
Eventually. Or soon, depending on how it goes.
When you mean Andy's there and Marie's there,
Yeah, Andy's able to keep it together a bit, but this place changes us. I just got here. And I've been trying to ignore it, but it's gonna take me soon.
but I can stop it.
I don't know.
Liam. He's a good boy.
He's not yours.
I don't know how that would have been possible.
No. I just tried to make the world better for him.
I'm sorry I couldn't make the world better for you.
You already did. For the few months that I was with you.
I know they didn't understand. I like to think that I did.
They're probably kicking in now, aren't they?
A little bit. I mean, this is like a sitcom. Funny to watch.
Well, you should let Liam help you. He's been reaching for a while.
Okay.
And you see a hand reaching through the passenger window.
I just instinctively like drawn to it, like a moth to a flame, reach my arm up, the one that I put my shoulder back into, and
And you
grab the
feel
hand.
another hand in the driver's window reach over, and another hand sort of flop through and hit you in the stomach as the first one unbuckles the seatbelt and then disappears. As you feel a hand grip your forearm, and the pain of your knuckles of the two broken fingers stings you almost back into consciousness, but you feel this lightness filling your body as you look up and see a light, a single beam shooting you in the face, and a head sort of tilting up, and you can see Liam leaning in as much as he can through the passenger door.
Oh my god, I thought you were somebody else for a second.
No, just me. Can you?
Are you? And I try
can
to
you
like
move?
help as much as I can.
And he pulls, and you can feel the scraping on your leg as the metal sort of rips your flesh.
Oh my god, I'm pretty fucked up. I took some gummy bears that were in the thing.
Riley's? Oh, fuck. Okay, this might make it easy then.
Okay,
Hold your breath. This
I'm
is gonna hurt.
I hold my breath.
And you feel yourself being pulled up, and the metal rips from your leg as you are hoisted up to your chest through the passenger window. And you can see Liam sort of half squatting down on a bit of dirt that the car is leaning up on, trying to like push his legs up into the door to pull you out.
It's like holding my breath, but just going as I'm being pulled up out of this car, and then like hearing the echo of Ben saying, "Don't give up on me, Laura Flowers." I just start using everything within myself to help Liam get me out of this car and pull myself up out of the window.
Give me a strength.
Success.
Wow.
40 versus 61.
It's a struggle, and you notice now that as he does this, the truck isn't really moving, and you can see that it is locked in on these trees. And even though the root has sort of pulled up a bit from the snow and the dirt, it's held fast. And you don't hear Marie and Andy anymore. And looking back at the tree, you don't see that silhouette of Ben. As you and Liam sort of finally pull back and just collapse in the cold, frozen dirt.
My eyes linger over at that where I assume Ben was.
Liam looks over at that spot, and as the light flashes, for a moment, you think you see the silhouette, but it's a gnarled bit of branches, loosely resembling the shape of a human.
I'm sorry I left you.
No, it's fine. They took him. They took the council. I think they took his body.
Your dad?
Yeah. Can you stand? Can you walk?
And I'm gonna try everything without even thinking about it to try to stand up.
You feel a sharp pain in your leg and sort of collapse. And he looks down, and you can see just blood pouring now out of your leg.
Oh God, I got cut.
And immediately you hear a belt buckle as he takes his belt off and like wraps it around your leg and just hopefully they are working and and an intense amount of pain as he pulls the belt tight above the wound.
Can we just, do you know how to do magic? Like, can we do a ritual? I'm gonna be a bunch of fucking dead weight if we don't do something.
Yeah, but I don't have the herbs on me.
Can we just try it? I don't know. How long of a hike is it back to your dad's house?
It's a shorter hike to the waterfall. You fell, and he shines his light, and you can see where the rocks were that you were hanging over, a few feet away from a frozen lake.
Okay, I can just, and I'll try standing now that the tourniquet is on.
Doesn't feel better, but with the stability of the belt and sort of the initial shock of how it feels to stand on this leg gone, you manage to stand up and sort of hobble a little bit.
Okay, I think I can do this. I promised your dad I wouldn't stop.
I don't know what that means, but good.
I don't think your dad has forgiven me. I know your dad hasn't forgiven me. I know that means nothing to you.
No, it does. I think he forgives you more than you think. And he's gonna reach into his pocket and pull out a lamp, a light, and sort of straps it to your head and tightens it a bit. You can feel the like bruise on your forehead pulse as he pushes the light into it and flicks it on. And looking at him, you blind him a bit, but you can see Liam with a expression of understanding on his face.
I know this is ridiculous, but I really did love your father. He was my first love, and I don't think I've ever truly gotten over it. I just want to make this right. That's all I've ever wanted to do is to make this right.
I don't know how to help you with that, but
Come with me to the waterfall.
what about your friend?
Do you have your phone? Can you call?
Service is cut out.
Shit. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
He's gonna like help you to one of a different tree and sort of like help you down to a sitting position, and then just sort of like squats in front of you and tilts the light up. And he says, I'm
supposed to save the thing that's tangible in my life and the thing that actually means something to me now, or fix the thing that I fucked up so many years ago, and I don't know what to do. I'm on the side of a mountain. I could barely walk, and there's someone I love dying on the side of the fucking road. There's also someone dying in a different way, behind a waterfall, I guess, from many moons ago. What would you do? What the fuck would you do? What do you do? No one gave me a manual on what the fuck to do.
I have no idea. But I know that my dad is behind that waterfall. Not alive, but what's left of him, and as nice as it's been getting to know you, I don't really. I've heard stories. You've lived up to most of them, but if you want to move on and go help your new love, I'm sure my dad would forgive you. I don't think he really cares. He's dead. If you need to go to the waterfall with me and see what's left of him to get some type of closure, I can help you.
I've spent my whole life second guessing every single thing I've ever done. I look inside the cop car. Is there a radio in there?
Roll me a luck.
Oh my god, my luck is so low because I was trying to stay alive.
No!
Oh my god.
Ah!
You
Broken.
can't spend luck on luck,
Yeah.
right?
No.
You see a tree branch that like cut in through the window and smashed the radio and then snapped up, barely not hitting you, but has broken the radio.
I see that and like the gears are just turning. Is there a walkie-talkie in there? Or does that count as the radio?
Riley unfortunately has that.
Damn.
That I know.
Okay. There's anything about me you do need to know. It's that I panic sometimes and then I figure it out.
And
How can I realistically get back to town at the moment?
Pretty close to the Thompsons' house. You could maybe wake them up and see if they'll drive you. I can't help you though. I really wish I could, but you know.
Laura has these flashes of all these memories with Ben, like laughing in the apartment and the few glimmers that he was happy. The things they researched together, just the intimate moments that they've had, just like all these things, just like a flash. And then like an abrupt stop to them. And then she starts thinking about years and years of memories with Storm. And it just doesn't stop. And they still go, and they're still going. And she gets to the text messages. And that he's potentially dying on the side of the road. He finally told me he loved me. And he's still very much alive to me at this moment. And I would never forgive myself for not trying to save the man who flew here and drove to save me. So I look up towards where Liam had mentioned the Thompson house was, and I just start walking that way. I can help you after.
He like helps you up as you do. All right. And as you walk away, he says, can I actually have that? And you see the gun poking out of your belt.
Why would you need a gun?
I don't know who's there. Whoever took my dad isn't any friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he
I'm
takes
gonna
it.
come right back after I'm done with what I need to do.
Okay.
I'm sorry for everything, Liam. I'm sorry that this is happening with your dad. It's not okay. And I hope you understand why I'm going the way that I am right now.
See him like turn his head down and wipe a tear from his eye. Just go. It's fine.
It'll be okay. It has to be okay.
Sure it will.
And I start, as fast as I humanly can at the moment, make my way to the Thompson house.
You see him like book around the cliff and sort of like start climbing down to the lake as you begin limping towards the house. Marie,
I'm dead!
give me a Constitution roll.
Oh my god.
Oh, I rolled hard. That's really fucking lucky because I got an
You have to roll again.
insane failure of 80 versus 20.
Oh, my heart.
Your
34 versus 40.
You briefly feel your consciousness fade, and during that time, this strange comfort washes over you. And for a moment, you feel as if you're talking with Andy. And you try to hold on to that. Well, it slips away. As your consciousness kicks in, you can't move and you're in a lot of pain, but you see Nova standing in front of you. And then the side of her head explodes open as her body falls toward you, landing on your legs. Nate, there is blood in your eyes and you're coughing from the bear spray. And you just make out Nova standing over you, slipping from her kick and trying to regain her balance. And she's just about to lift her foot up to try to stomp down on you. And you see the side of her head explode as she falls down onto your body. And the four of you, Oliver, Nate, Sam, and Marie, are basically in a pile at the foot of the steps. And you feel this massive weight on your legs, Marie. Nate, this small woman, lands on you. With all of the pain of your leg, you feel the impact, but not that heavy.
I would like to just crawl over Marie and just shield her body with mine, if I still have the strength to do so in the adrenaline of the moment.
As you cough and you're blinded, you try to move. You manage to move Nova, and you hear the strange ringing sound as a figure steps over you and reaches down into Marie's pocket. Marie, you can't move, but you feel someone rummaging through your pocket, coughing and blinded by the pepper spray. You feel her take your phone and walk upstairs as you catch a glimpse of a police uniform. You hear Gesundheit from the upstairs. You hear a door slam and the muffled sound of somebody talking upstairs as you see Nate crawling towards you, both of you barely able to see through the blinding sting of the capsaicin.
Are you okay? Marie, are you alive? Marie?
Can I
Talk to
answer?
me.
Painfully, yes.
Marie, I need.
Oh.
You're alive. You're alive?
I'm alive.
Marie,
Roll me another con, Marie.
Oh, God. Oh, I fail.
Nate, as you hear "I'm alive," you feel Marie's body go limp.
Oh, it is first aid time. All those years of kids hockey, I'm going into first aid mode, and I would like to immediately start like checking her pulse, performing CPR as much as possible.
You are nearly blinded, in a lot of pain, covered in blood, in a pile of bodies. If we're ever going to make an extreme roll on this show, I unfortunately think it might be this one.
Understandable. Okay. Yeah, I think for me, adrenaline has kicked. It's one of those things like when Nate hears something that's like, action must be taken. This is absolutely like action mode. And Nate is going to, with everything in himself, at least start doing his best to perform it. We'll see how that goes. Here we go. That is a 21 versus 11.
Do you have 10 luck?
Baby, I have exactly 10 luck.
Oh, can you use all your luck?
I'm using it.
To have 0?
Yeah, you
I
can
am
have 0
using
luck.
all 10 points of luck to save my friend.
Despite everything, the retching as the bear spray fills your lungs, the pain in your entire body, you manage to find the source of bleeding, staunch it as best you can, and using every bit of knowledge, manage to bring Marie out of the dying state. You are stabilized and barely conscious, Marie.
Marie, can you hear me? Marie, it was Riley. No, it's me. It's Nate. Riley came in. I think for a moment I think of the list.
Mm-hmm.
I think Andy. He died, and Riley saved us. I don't know whose side they're on. I think Andy dying may have saved you. May have saved both of us. Riley shot Nova and took your phone. She's upstairs. I stay here. I'm gonna try and get up there and try and talk to her. Just don't move. I'll try and get us out of this.
Couldn't if I tried.
Give me a hard strength, Nate.
I would like to, just before I try and start moving, just hold Marie to myself for a moment. And then slowly lower her back, and then here we go. Here's a hard strength. That is an extreme success.
What?
2
The balls?
versus 35!
That's ridiculous. The dice be telling a story.
Oh.
You,
We need that roll for it emote in chat. Just spam that bad boy.
Oh.
you grab a step and pull yourself as Nova's body slowly rolls off of your leg. And you manage to grab the next step and pull yourself. And despite everything that has happened to you, you manage to pull yourself halfway up the steps. And you hear footsteps stopping at the top. Can you not just fucking die?
I look up and I say, is Riley currently pointing a gun?
She's not. She's holding one in her hands. She's sort of like a triangle silhouette at the top of the steps right now, just staring down at you. It's blurry and you can't really make out her expression.
Okay. I mean, look, this is a split-second thing. She's at the top of the stairs. I will say, I don't know if I actually said this, but I was fully intending to bring the power drill with me just in case.
Oh my god.
What I would like to
my
do,
God.
upon seeing her there and hear her say that, throwing it right at her head.
Roll me a strength.
Okay.
Don't forget you're on hard right now.
Yeah, that is a hard success. 20 versus 70.
You chuck the drill and you hear it hit her, and she stumbles back and falls, and you hear a slam as she hits the ground, as well as a shot go off.
I would like to scramble.
Fuck.
I would like to scramble up those stairs as quickly as possible, not even getting the lay of the land. I'm getting on top of her, and we will see if she, like, the rolls will tell, but I fully intend for her to not be alive if it comes to it. Like, I will end this person's life.
You get to the top of the stairs and you crawl, and you can see her holding her stomach, and blood is on her hand. And you see that the drill has, like, sliced open the front of her stomach and is, like, sitting next to her on the ground.
Where's the gun?
The gun is still in her right hand, sort of sprawled out on the ground.
Diving, hand on gun, other hand into face.
She's going to attempt to shoot you.
All right.
Give me a brawl.
Okay. Hard success. 29
You got it.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Once again, I forgot to make a.
You didn't think we'd be killing these people?
So this is actually, I'm just going to change the name. This was someone else, but this is now Riley. Same stat, so I'm going to change it. Yeah, I'm going to roll it against your hard success. If she gets a hard success, it is a tie. If she gets an extreme, she will shoot you.
Okay.
Oh, 91
Ooh.
versus 65.
Fail. That's a big
You-
fail, too.
Get to her just as her arm swings forward, and you smack her arm as another shot fires next to your head.
I'd like to hold her arm down,
You're gonna have
and
tinnitus
with
in your
all
ear.
of my weight leaning onto my one good knee, I am basically lifting myself into the air and coming down fist first into her face until I punch the ground.
Roll a. Let me check. What is your damage bonus, real quick? So it'll be a 1d3 plus. I think you're about as strong as Oliver. So 1d3 plus 1d4 is your damage for punching.
Okay. 1d3 plus 1d4. I'll just roll. I don't even see a d3 on here.
If you type /r space 1d3 plus 1d4, it
Slash
will roll for you.
R space 1d3 plus 1d4. Here we go. That's going to be 7 points of damage.
You punch her in the face, and like you hear her nose crack, and her mouth like immediately starts filling with blood. She's still conscious and is going to again try to move her hand in such a way that she can shoot you. So go ahead and roll another brawl.
Okay, is this not strength since I'm holding like I'm like a 300-pound dude holding
You're
a
in a
small
brawl
normal
now.
sized person's hand onto the ground?
She's
It'll
a
be
police officer, though.
It'll be a strength to hold her arm down if you
Mhm.
don't like to focus on that, but if you want to focus on punching her, it'll be a brawl.
Okay, so is there a roll that lets me do both?
No, strength is basically the equivalent of preventing her from shooting you. You can punch her and hope that she still misses you.
Okay, then
or you
what
can
I would
focus and hold her arm down.
as soon as she moves her arm, I'd like to pick and slam it into the ground.
All right. I'll say that's a strength then.
Okay. That's a failure.
No!
83 versus 70. Does
Let's
she
see if
also
she-
have to roll?
She's gonna try to roll handgun.
Okay. That is a fumble if ever I've seen one.
Holy
That is a fumble if ever
crap.
I've seen one.
She rolled
100 versus
165. That is so. This is the most wild.
Oh my God.
Behind the scenes, just so you guys know, we've been losing it this whole entire freaking episode.
How?
My throat hurts from screaming.
So normally, if she had just failed, nothing would have happened. You would have stayed in a struggle, but it's less you succeeding and more her failing. As she twists, she puts her arm in a strange position. So when you slam it down, you hear a sickening crack. And she is going to take 2 points of damage from her arm, from the bone jutting out of her arm now. She screams and looks at you, and you can see this like anger in her eyes as she spits blood in your face. We can't kill you, just fucking die!
You're alive because the man I loved is dead, you fucking bitch. And I beat her to death. Like,
Roll another.
no I like I said, I punch until I hit floor because there is no head left.
You hear crunching, and Marie, in and out of your consciousness, you just hear these sick, wet, cracking noises until it sounds like bone hitting wood upstairs. And through the blurry eyes and the blood on your face, Nate, you just see a red blood on a wood floor.
I look at that and have a distinct memory of standing in a dorm room back in 1994, looking at a very similar image on a canvas. And I think I feel a profound connection in that moment to my past self. And I whisper to myself, it's your chance to make it right. And I take the gun from her broken hand and I'm going to wipe away the blood and start agonizingly making my way back down the stairs.
And as you do, Carl,
Oh my god.
you stand here in front of this man who is still breathing. You can see his chest slowly rising and lowering, but has been knocked out as blood starts to like trickle down the side of his head. And this woman, still in shock, looking between him and you.
Carl's
did you
just
come
holding
here?
the gun and just crying.
No. And she comes up and she's gonna like grab the sides of your head. And sort of like with her thumb, just like wipe one of the tears away. You did the right thing. You did the right thing.
I was gonna kill him.
No, he's not dead. He's not dead. And she's gonna pull you into a hug and sort of put your head on her shoulder.
What happened? What happened?
She's gonna pull you back, and the hug feels alien as this cold and this, again, the memory of the danger washes over you. And even in her attempt to calm you down, it doesn't feel quite right. And you see her look at you again with the bruise in her on her eye and the blood trickling down a small wound on her cheek. He came in. They've been trying to stop me. I've been trying to protect the kids, and he came in. Things weren't going fast enough, and he tried to make it easier for them to kill your parents. I'm sorry.
So it's true. My mom's dead.
I don't know about that. We won't know. We won't know until everyone, until all of them have been taken, or none of them have been taken. We won't know yet.
Taken where? Who's taking
have-
them?
I don't have a lot of time now. She knows I'm here. There is something here. It's not what they think it is. It's not Morana. It's not a goddess. It's something else.
What is it?
It's something old. Something that's been here longer than we have.
How do we stop it?
Hey, I don't know, but I'm trying. I will think of something. You need to tell me what's happened so far. I've been disconnected from everything.
From where? What do you want me to start with?
Why are you here? Did Ben get in contact with you? Did he not tell?
No,
Did you not tell them to stay away?
Liam did. Liam called us about his dad's funeral.
He wouldn't.
Ben?
No, he wouldn't do
Ben's
that.
my mom's old friend.
I know your mom, and I know the others. I know them very well. Just tell me Has Matilda gotten to them yet?
Who the fuck is Matilda?
Tilly.
The in person? The lady?
Yes.
Yeah, she talked to them all. She talked to me.
Shit. Have you seen her recently?
Yeah, kind of like a day or two ago.
That's not recent. Okay. No. Not yet.
Who are
You
you
can help
talking
me.
to?
They're calling for me.
Who?
The others. She wants me to. You need to help me. Can you... Did the others tell you... Did the kids tell you anything? Did they teach you anything? Do you know any way of protecting yourself?
I sat with Mara, did some kind of spell with.
Okay, you've talked to Mara. Did she give you anything?
Yeah. Carl pulls out like a little statue thing. It's made out of like wood.
Good girl.
She handed this to
Good
me.
girl. Okay, follow me. And she passes around Jack, stops and turns, and she's going to gently put her hand on the rifle. You can trust me.
Okay.
And she's going to close her hands around it and slowly start to try to pull it away from you.
I'd rather hold on to it.
I know, but you have to... You're going to need to do something, and honestly, you might not be in the right state for this.
Fuck. He'll let go of the gun, and then he's just holding onto the little statue thing, like grasping it.
She's going to take the strap and sort of fling it around her shoulder, and you see her also pop out a bullet, and you see it fly out of the chamber. And she... Okay, he only had one. That's good. Follow me. And she's going to start walking outside.
Where are we going?
We need ground. We need snow. We can't do this inside.
Okay. What are we doing?
I'm trying to help you as best I can. You have to just trust me now.
Can I tell that she's being genuine?
Give me a psychology.
72. Out of 65.
Can you luck it?
Fail.
Yeah,
many
that's
luck is
worth
that?
it.
How many luck is that?
That's only 5.
Yeah, I
Let's
can
start
luck it.
7. 7.
7.
Yeah, I can do that.
She's being more genuine than anybody in this town has been. But she's also in a rush.
Carl will like try to wipe the tears away because like as we step outside, like it just almost like freezes on their face.
Especially as the wind picks up and you realize now that the island is not safe anymore.
And he just takes a huge deep breath. Okay.
All right. Now you're gonna need to believe in what you're doing. You do believe now, right?
Believe in what?
There's forces at work that are much more powerful than us. We can control them and we can manipulate them, but we can never own them.
Okay.
Okay. Now that thing that Mara gave you,
You
it's got
just
a little
hold
bit in
that.
it left.
A little
What
bit
I'm
of
gonna
what?
need you to do, I need you to create a circle around yourself by stamping it into the snow. You can see the side. There's a indent in it.
Okay.
And
Carl.
you're just gonna keep doing that. Keep circling yourself with it. Keep stamping the ground, and don't stop until I tell you. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Carl, get down on the ground and just start stamping it in the ground in a circle around them.
Okay. Good. Keep doing that. I'm gonna be right back. And she goes and walks towards the church or the chapel, and stops. No. Bastard. Damn it. Carl, how did you get out?
The window.
Okay, don't stop stamping.
Okay.
And she's gonna walk away. Now, it's been a bit since the last time you cast a spell. It's been about, I want to say 5 hours, which means that you have regained 5 more magic points, which is good because the spell that you are now casting requires 4. So as you stamp, tell me, does Carl believe yet?
I think Carl believes what she said, that there are forces at play here that Carl cannot control.
All right. And as you do, I think it takes a bit. But I'm going to need you to roll 1d4.
3?
As you continue to stamp around you, and at this point, it's basically become a full, unbroken ring around yourself. But you can see within the pressed snow at the bottom this symbol that you don't recognize over and over and over, repeated in a circle. Looking at it and looking at this pattern draws something from your mind as you lose 3 sanity. And you're going to spend 4 magic points. But you feel yourself being protected again. That feeling that you had walking onto the island for the first time comes back. That sort of isolation from the cold and the wind as you see Miss Simon disappear around the building. Do
Now
you keep
what?
stamping?
Carl just keeps stamping.
You don't hear anything for a while. And then finally, you see her tumble out the window, carrying a heavy book. And in the light of the floodlight on the side of the building, you catch a glimpse of her face, and half of it has rotted away like an old pumpkin, shriveled and oozing as she limps towards you. Keep stamping, Carl. And she limps
Okay.
and
Are you
stumbles,
okay?
and you see her leg not snap, but just melt.
What the fuck is happening?
She falls to the ground, and you see the book slide in front of her a few feet, and it's about 30 feet in front of you. Keep stamping.
Okay. What about the book?
Wait until it's safe. Don't get out of this. And nothing.
When is it gonna be safe?
You see steam begin to rise from her body.
What the fuck?
And then nothing. Quiet.
Carl
But you
just
feel
keeps stamping.
protected.
You just hear the crushing of the snow with this little stick that he's putting in the ground.
And you continue. And that feeling of protection doesn't leave you. Laura, roll me a constitution
Okay.
to see how much blood comes out.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, failure 670 versus 65.
Can you spend luck on this?
I'm so afraid because like I'm getting low on luck that if I spend it,
You
is that
take
damage.
3 points of damage. But you know, it's
Are
a
you at 0?
Oh, I have 1 point a HP point left after.
It's a chill damage. The edge is cut a little bit. And
Okay.
you see you can't really make out the house. You see a monolithic silhouette that you are walking towards, hoping that it's a house. And it's not until a censored floodlight flashes on that you can see the front porch in the distance. And then it goes off. And now with your light, you can press forward and get to the building. And as your light illuminates, the floodlight flashes on again.
I'm gonna get to the front door as fast as possible and just start banging on it. Wake up! Wake up! Let me in! And just like hammering on this door, not in any sort of respectful way. I am trying to be as loud as possible.
And it doesn't take long before you see a light go on inside. And the door opens, and you see a middle-aged man with a very receding hairline, sort of like huddling himself in a robe, just like pale skin against the chill, starts to turn red almost immediately. And he, what are you doing here? Do you know what time it is?
I don't. I was in a really bad car accident. I need you to take me. I have a friend who was also in an accident. I need you to help.
I could take you to Sam. I could take you to the doctor.
I know. We need to go. We need to go past Lake Morana. We need to go. My friend is in a bad accident, and then we can both go to Sam.
Give me a fast talk.
Oh no. I'm not.
Oh, none of us are.
68 versus
Oh my god.
Ooh.
At that point, it doesn't even
68.
matter what your skill was.
Okay. He kind of like reaches out and he puts his hands on your shoulders. All right, come in. I'll just gotta get dressed. I'll get my keys.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I know this is very inconvenient. I'm so sorry. I just sit down and kind of like look around this house that I'm now sitting in.
And it's warm as soon as you get in and close the door. You can hear the like tick, tick, tick of a radiator off in the distance. And the man like rushes up and you hear him say, Maggie, some woman just came on our front step. I'm going to take her to Dr. Samuel. You stay here. I'll be right back. And you see him come back with just a overcoat over his robes. He stands at the top looking down at you, and then looks back and says, do you have any jackets for her maybe? And rushes back in the bedroom. You're sitting next to the keys.
I overheard him say that he's taking me to Dr. Samuel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the keys. I mean, I don't drive well. Like, I was just in a horrible accident. Can I do a roll to like get a sense of these people, or just kind of get a vibe of like, I'm looking at the keys and I'm looking up and I overheard him say, I'm gonna take her to Dr. Samuel. Can I get a feeling of, can I talk this person into driving me further?
Give me a psychology.
I have everything in psychoanalysis. 62 versus 10. Failure.
I mean, in the end of this, when people need their sanity brought back, you can certainly use psychoanalysis to help. You're unsure. I mean, you're high. You got a lot of blood loss. Many things on your body, any of them are broken.
You're high.
I forgot I was high. I'm
maybe you're getting a little paranoid.
Yeah, I think maybe a little paranoid at the moment. But I'm just like, I don't think I'm in any state to drive. I just literally crashed a car and I can feel how weak I am. I just took 5 edibles. It depends on how long this man is taking upstairs.
It doesn't take long. It's about 30 seconds before he comes out with a like large pink like fluffy jacket. And as he comes back down, he like helps you to your feet and like wraps you in it.
I don't want it. I'm gonna get it full of blood. It's fine. I don't
It's
need
okay.
this.
It's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
You're
Can
freezing.
We hurry?
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's-
And he like
I'm
grabs
so
grabs the
sorry.
keys. No. And leads you out the door into the blinding wind again. And looks over at his truck that is covered in snow. It's fine. All right. And like
Can I-
limps you over.
Can I help? Try to like use my arms to try to get the snow off of this thing.
He's gonna need your help to open the door. You
Okay.
hear beep beep, and he goes to the passenger side and like tries to pull it open. Give me a strength.
Okay. Extreme success, 6 versus 61.
Wow.
The weed strength kicks in. as
Also,
you-
damn, 61 strength. You're strong.
Yeah.
I made Laura very strong as an adult.
Hell
Yeah, Laura's a beast.
You crack open the door as he's in the middle of like sees that you've got it and starts wiping off the windshield, and you can see the ice still frozen underneath the snow. But you manage to get yourself into the passenger seat, and he comes around. It's like takes a bit, but managed to open the driver's door and hops in and closes it. And the gentle beep of the door closing, mixed with just the quiet isolation, you feel once again almost that like cocoon of being safe as you manage to retain your consciousness. And he starts the car after a couple attempts, or starts the truck after a couple attempts, and pulls out of the driveway. What are you thinking as the, or what are you doing rather, as the occasionally a light passes overhead?
I think it's just like that head fullness from the drugs from this accident. Just processing everything. I'm gonna look over at this man and try to get a. Is he just focused on the road? Like he's just.
He's like focused on the road, and like you can hear the of the windshield wiper trying to break the ice away, as the heat is like jacked up as high as it can go. And every so often he like looks over at you to make sure that you're conscious.
I know it's a pain in the ass, and I'm so sorry, but like, can you please take me to my friend? I don't want him to die.
Yeah, we're going to your friend. Where is he?
I thought like just when you're first coming into town, it's just like right before you get into town. Got a
Okay,
phone
I
call
just-
from him, and he said that he was pinned and like he couldn't get out. I was
Do you know if
heading
it was
there.
Before or after the bridge?
And I recall if it's before or after the bridge. I think it was before.
Just for fun, roll an intelligence.
Oh, God.
Hard.
Hard. Okay. Extreme
Hey!
Good job.
7 versus 35.
Hyper
It's because
focused.
you stopped to get Marie and
To
Carl.
save us.
Like, how could you
Yeah.
forget that, even though you're
Yeah.
high?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it was before the bridge.
Okay. It was like right before the bridge, right before the coming into town.
All right. You just try to stay awake. We'll get you there.
Okay. I thank you. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right. I don't know what you're doing out so late, but I'm happy to help.
And I'm just gonna look over at this man that's. What time is it? I want to look at the clock. I want to see what time it is.
It is oh
3:16
God, a
a.m.
lot.
I was
A
gonna say
lot
it's-
has happened. No,
It's
not
30
yet.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, a lot has happened. We're gonna say it is 10:30 p.m.
Okay. Wow, that's earlier than I thought.
You booked it out of there pretty quick.
I'm gonna look over at this man and ask him, "Are you from here?"
Originally, yeah. My parents grew up here, and I was raised here.
It's beautiful here, but it's also kind of scary.
You can say that again.
And I think I'm just going to keep my eyes on the road and just follow the rhythmic back and forth of the windshield wipers and just focus on that and have the words echoing in my head from Ben to not give up, and then also just flashes of the text from Storm and hoping that he's still alive.
Roll me a persuade.
Alrighty. Failure. 47 versus 17.
Thought you were going to keep with your extreme roll situation here.
I will let you push this if you want to
Car
really,
crashes and flips.
really push this man that it is more important that you get across the bridge than it is for you to be brought to the clinic.
I think I would. I like to push it. I'm going to, like, you know how, like, the tiredness hits you and your eyes just start to get heavy? I'm going to, like, sit up straight and feel, like, every single ache in my body and just, like, try to force my eyes open more and try to give an impression of I'm more with it than you think I am. And use the weed powers to kind of numb out the excruciating pain that I'm in. Please, just, it means a lot to me. I really want to get to the other side of the bridge. I'll be fine. I'm not, it looks worse than it actually is.
Go ahead and push it.
52 versus 17.
I like that you talk to this guy. You're like, I looks worse. I look worse. You couldn't even say this in words.
It looks worse than it is.
No!
As you mumble and slur your words, doing that thing where you're very confident that you're articulate, there's a brief moment of calm as he looks over to you and says, you know, I wasn't really on board with it at first.
Damn it!
It's not so bad. Summers are better than winters, but she
What
promised. She said if you didn't make it through this, we would. I'm really sorry.
What are you talking about?
I'll get you to the clinic and we'll make you comfortable.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Do you know, who were you talking to at your house? Assuming your partner?
How's my wife?
Do you love your wife?
More than anything in the world.
That person who's dying in a car right now is the person I love more than anything in the world. Please take me to him. I don't know what the
would
fuck
you-
you're talking about.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm going to worry about it. I'm a very anxious person. I will worry about this. What the fuck are you talking about?
Sound a little paranoid.
I've already been in an accident and I will put us in another one.
You're 1 foot in the grave.
There's all these racing thoughts of, like, I gave Liam my gun. I went through, like, I'm just going through every single scenario. Is there anything in the car I can grab? Like
Give
a
me
knife.
spot hidden.
Okay, like a pocket knives, just something. So, 73 versus 45.
Oh.
Can I push that? I think I'm so frantic. I'm trying to do, like, the
I
mind
think if you
palace
push it,
thing.
he will be aware that you are looking for something.
Like opening the
So
glove
it's up to
compartment and
you.
stuff.
Definitely not opening things 'cause then he's gonna know.
Well, that's what
Um,
Kelly said, that you would, like, if you push
Yeah.
it, he's going to know. So it would be something
Yeah.
like that.
He's
Yeah.
going to be aware that you are looking.
I'm going to. Oh my god. I don't see anything in my first pass. I can't convince him.
He seems like a rock.
Okay. What's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas Thompson?
Yeah?
Something you need to know about me, Thomas Thompson, is that I don't really give up. And so you're gonna have to do a lot more than just drive me to a clinic to kill me. And I'm gonna punch him in the throat.
Ah!
I was about to have you roll intimidate, but
Oh no! Can I start
Even
winding it
more
up and can I
intimidating.
roll intimidate as I'm winding up my throat punch?
yeah.
Okay. Oh my god,
God.
55.
Oh
6 luck.
Just
I-
6 luck.
I feel like in my like high state, I'm like, oh, did I do the throat punch? Maybe I didn't yet.
Done?
Can I spend the luck to make this a success?
You can.
I'm gonna do that.
How much
And-
luck do you have left?
Yeah. Doesn't
Uh,
matter.
not a
She's
lot.
gonna be dead.
I mean, I'm gonna be put to sleep if I don't do something. So I have 16 luck, so I have enough for this. So I'm gonna spend. Jeez, I'm glad I banked these. Oh, I got 4
Ye-
luck left, no, I'll have 12 luck left.
You wind up and say this, and he looks over, seemingly amused, and kind of laughs a little bit, and he says, "Damn, you're something else, aren't you?"
Yeah, I am. I haven't
All
given
right,
up.
fuck it, you're dead anyways. Might as well die next to someone you love.
Thank you. Think maybe you'll be talk of the town. 2 dead bodies.
It's not how it works, but good try. Let's go across the bridge. And begins to drive. As Nate, you make your way to the base of the steps next to Marie in the massacre that is the foyer, living room, and step of Nova and Oliver's building or house. What remains of it. Any
Um,
last thoughts before we hit the end of the episode?
Yes. I'm thinking through the list. Because I'm like, okay, now it is clear. I already got there was a list. I know that Andy was traded for Riley's life. I know that Ben was traded for Liam. I'm thinking through who else was on that list. And I think Mara. Mara was on that list. Mara is upstairs. And as I reach the bottom of the stairs, I instinctively turn and point the gun at the top of the stairs just in case.
You look and you see red begin to pool at the base of the steps and then start to pour off in a constant stream. But no Mara.
I get down next to without like I want to ease myself down. I want to whisper to Marie, say, Marie, it's okay. I got Riley. I don't know where Mara is. I don't know if she's in on it. I lean over and I want to quickly check Dr. Samuel's pulse without like just sort of like through the pile, but without taking my eyes from the top of the stairs.
There is a triangle broken into his skull. He is dead.
Fuck.
I say, okay, Marie, it's just you and me. And I think to myself, with my conversation with Henry, and there's like a moment of like like as I say that, like I did tell him that he made a mistake. I tried to deliver the message and I tried to do my best, and that sense of failure, and I think to myself, no one else.
Wait.
And I say,
Real quick. Rewind. Because I, Kelly, forgot something. That final blow was blocked by Marie. There is not a triangle broken in Sam's skull.
Oh.
There is instead a pulse.
oh,
I'm a
I-
hero!
I think, oh my goodness. I was like, okay, Marie, the doc is injured. We need to secure the place. We need to make sure the house is okay. Marie,
Okay.
if you can move, I need you to lock the door. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna check on Mara. The doc is alive. He's got a pulse. And I say, take the pan, whatever you need. Just lock the door. If something happens, scream and I'll come.
Can I get up?
You can begin to get up, and we're going to pull the camera back through the open door as we see Nate slowly crawl his way back up, and Marie attempt to push Nova off of her legs, barely clinging to consciousness. And we're going to cut back for a moment to Carl, still stamping in the snow, this protective circle as this sludge that was once Farzana Zaman is just still steaming in about 35 feet in front of you. And we're going to end with the sight of Jack in the doorway.
Fuck.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
The rifle.
No.
This whole episode was crazy.
This is the most insane series of roles I've ever been in any game.
In my
This is
life.
the most I've never.
I can't. I'm
seen
not
anything
going to
like
be able to
this.
sleep tonight.
Yeah.
I have like a big live stream to do.
Oh boy. This after show is gonna be a doozy.
It's gonna
It
be
is gonna
30 minutes
be
of screams.
A doozy.
Just 30 minutes of us screaming.
Yeah, it's just if you want to hear us scream for 30 minutes now, I'm sure we're gonna have a lot to talk about because that was insane. I wish I could just show you our private chat because it's wild. Yeah, so the things I need to do. We would first and foremost like to thank our sponsor, Roll20. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. It was crazy, and hopefully you felt it was worth sponsoring. But if you're curious how we've been doing our dice rolls and our character sheets and things like that, it's all through Roll20. If you're looking for a way to virtually play with your friends, we highly recommend it. You can make custom sheets. It doesn't have to just be dice games. You can make all kinds of things, which is super handy. We also have a merch store you can check out at designbyhumans.com/shop/Roll4It. Head on over there and get yourself some cool swag or a gift maybe for this holiday season for a friend. And of course, we would like to thank our supporter today, Jackson Decay. I hope you feel like this was a good episode to support because it was a wild one, that's for sure. If we can get some roll love in chat for Jackson, that would be amazing. And of course, if you would like to become a supporter just like Jackson, you can head on over to our Patreon and support us over there. And not only does that allow you to support an episode, but it also allows you to play in a privately GM'd game by one of our members. And right now, Shar is GMing, which is pretty awesome. And of course, we have a whole slew of other goodies. Are we going to have an updated map for folks?
Hopefully. I'm gonna
Yeah.
continue working on that.
Okay, just let them know when you're ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, so GM tier, you may get a map here shortly. And of course, we do have our character sheets up there for party tier and all kinds of goodies. And the after show that we're going to record will be up there as well. So definitely lots of goodies for you if you enjoyed what we're doing here and want to help support us so we can keep the lights on. That is one of the best ways. You, of course, can also subscribe to us on Twitch. If you're watching us live right now, that's how we're streaming. We're streaming here on Twitch. You can hit the subscribe button, and not only does that give you access to the VODs in advance, but also gives you access to videos. And if you have Amazon Prime, because I think a lot of people do, you get a free Amazon Prime sub. So you could use that on us if you are willing and you really enjoy what we're doing here. You can also become a YouTube member over on YouTube, and that gives you access to some of those emotes as well. And whether you're a YouTube member, Twitch subscriber, or Patreon supporter, you get access to our private Discord where you can chat with us, ask us questions, give us your thoughts about the show. We do love and enjoy having conversations in there. Many of us pop in, and if you tag us, we'll also respond. And of course, we understand that not everyone can support us in monetary ways, but there's a ton of ways to support us in a non-monetary way, like watching us live here on Twitch, making clips. Thank you for all the clips. I feel like this episode, there was a lot of clip moments, so that's going to be a hard one to pick our favorite clip from. Maybe we need to do a montage of them. And of course, watch us on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, and of course, follow us on X and Facebook, and like, share, reshare, and comment over there. All of those ways are free ways to support us, so please, please do so. And of course, without further ado, I'm going to let these wonderful people say where you can find them at, because not only are they top tier, our peers here, they also do a lot of wonderful things in other places. So we're going to kick it off with, first and foremost, Shar, where can people find you at when you are not using your trusty old frying pan?
You can find me online at Charlene Bear on all social media. And that's all I have the energy to say. I'm dead. I'm dead!
You're not dead, though. You're alive. How many HP do you have? One HP?
I think I might have one because Nate did first aid on me, but I don't even know. I might still be at 0.
We have to roll for it, don't we? Isn't that what I did?
We'll figure it out.
In the after show.
Yeah.
You're
Come check out the
stabilized
after
for
show.
now.
And of course, next we've got Jeremy Cobb. Where can we find you at when you are not playing Nate and drilling holes?
With drills and fists.
Ugh.
You can find me
the
Jeremy Cobb
drilling
one.
scene got me though. That was like I had like the shivers. Ooh. Like I'm imagining the sound of a drill. I was like, I wish I had a drill on my soundboard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can find me Jeremy Cobb 1, Cobb with 2 B's, #1 on Twitter and Blue Sky, at the Cobbmeister on Instagram. 3 Black Halflings, go listen to it. Casual Quest live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Casual Quest live. Come watch the streams. Shar and Kelly are in them on Mondays. It's a blast. This is insane. I'd love somebody to roll the statistics on all of the successes.
They will.
Oh, yeah,
Cobb
we'll
and
get
Tim
that.
always sends all of the
Like,
statistics of the rolls
Give us
for
the
every
probabilities. Give us
Yeah,
the probability.
Very
of the
low.
like the number of basically do or die successes.
This game was supposed to be hard.
By the end of it, like Katie's over there rolling extremes, and we're like, cool, because
Yeah,
literally.
we're just
I rolled a lot of bad ones though too, so
You weren't about to die, so it's nice that you did it though. Good job.
I know. Thanks.
Speaking of Katie, Katie, where can people find you at when you are not hanging from the hillside, grabbing lots of hands?
There was a lot of when Kelly said the flop in hand. It made me
Oh,
giggle.
it's so gross.
That was so funny.
It was a loving caress.
Yeah.
Extra hands.
Well,
just
it's
like,
because they have like 2 floppy hands and then 2 normal ones. Ooh.
It's a group effort, and I appreciated it.
I like that you didn't ask him what happened with his extra arms. You
When
just
you
like,
love
it's just,
someone, you-
that's how you look, Ben. No.
Well, I saw a silhouette. I didn't actually see the 4 hands. Maybe. I am Katie Peters Plays. You can find me on Twitch at katiepetersplays.tv. All my links for socials are there. I've got 2 podcasts. I stream. By the time this is up, I will have already finished my charity campaign, but I do those sometimes. But yeah, you can find me over there, so come say hi.
And last but not least, our glorious keeper, Kelly. Where can people find you at when you are not taking us on the most epic Call of Cthulhu campaign I've ever been on?
You can find me at Kelly's channel on Twitch, which is my new Twitch channel, where I'm playing a Baldur's Gate Jack of all trades run, where everyone picks a level in each class. And as Jeremy said, playing co-op on Mondays, and other cool things. Go check that out. Like and subscribe, all those cool. Hit the bell, all the things. The list, do those.
Awesome. And of course, I'm Margaret Crone. You can find me at Margaret Crone in all of the places except for TikTok. I'm Margaret Crone 1337. And if you want to see all the things that I do on the internet, that's the best way to see them. And of course, I make games and video games for a living. You can check them out at Ashes of Creation in all of the places. Or that's the current project I'm working on. You can find that. Not all the games that I work on there. But yeah, that's it. And we're going to go record an after show. So we'll see you all next week for another crazy episode. We only have 3 more left.
Oh, Lord.
My God.
Bye.